please start us off.
Little fighter.
Live from New York.
Ooh. Before
It's-
anything, I got big announcements. Actually, I got a big announcement. Now, if you use my promo code, it is now 30% off of your purchases on Swift Lifestyles.
It's almost free.
Dude, that's what I'm saying.
That's
Just pay
So-
for the shipping. What?
So, get on that. Check it out in the description below. You get nice drinks, nice merchandise, all that wonderful stuff. So go ahead, get that gamer drink. Get it going. Get the morning started. Get your game on. Anyway,
30%.
continue.
That should be a soundbite.
X Evil X.
Nice cup you got there, Chris.
Thank you.
Yeah, my grandmother loves hers.
Yep.
Oh, your sissy drinks.
Honestly, I'm drinking Is Heineken, this full and paper? it's like the first time I had a Heineken in a long time, and I was like, this tastes sweet.
Man, all your drinks are a bunch of bullshit.
I mean, I
The-
can't really talk actually. My fucking whiskey's diluted with fucking cherry and sugar.
Oh
No,
my
but I was just like,
God.
I haven't had a malt beer in a long time, and I was like, wow, I can actually taste the malt,
The sweet.
and it's sweet, and I was like, what the shit?
Viking. An old fashioned is just whiskey, a tiny bit of simple syrup, 2 dashes of bitters, and a cherry, and that's it. It's whiskey with sugar.
Oh, word.
I was gonna say it's usually like a sugar cube sometime crushed up in there. Anyway,
That's the fancy way, but I prefer
That's
simple.
enough drinking.
live
now.
from New York, Wednesday night.
New
Welcome
York.
to D&D. No.
We're on the opposite side, my dude.
Maga.
Maga.
Last time, our characters, after successfully dispelling the green plague that was in the city of Karis, and making their way back to their keep before setting out on their last and final city in their contract, the great city of Rothold. City of thieves, almost. We are met with a very rebuilt keep, airship docks, and buildings surrounding the keep. Nothing we have seen prior. Very elegant, rebuilt with much help from the Kryn as well as Marion, who has been in charge of all of the upkeeping. As a certain cleric interrogates his new church cleric, everyone else investigates their rebuilt keep, as Reinhardt made his way straight to the keep without talking to anyone. Reinhardt drops off a few of his personal items to some people that necessarily were given, or he was giving them to, as well as talking to his sword regarding about where to go to next and what needs to be done. We decided to spend a couple of days at the keep prior to heading out to Rothold, so that we can get some training in, enjoy a brand new built keep, as well as Saren reading his book. During this time, Reinhard and Harbinger take a little trip to Gordon and to acquire a few materials needed, as well as a magical sword that was built right then and there. As they left, forgetting about the teleportation circle back to the keep, Harbinger shows off his sword, and we decided then and there to start making our way to Rothold. Oh my gosh, what is happening with your camera there, Robert? It's like cutting your head off.
It's giving
Y'all
me
seen that?
PTSD from Chris. Chris's little.
My old camera.
Yeah, his whole camera is cursing us.
It's not working at all. What the fuck?
Yeah, you're frozen.
The hell?
Dial. There
Hey,
you go.
he's not the movie. Stop that.
I don't know what's going on with my camera. It's
Olaf? I
on
knew
the
it.
internet.
Well, I definitely think we should start heading out. As it being, it's the end of the third day actually,
Mhm.
right?
Yep.
Yeah.
The last time we talked, I
Yeah,
was
'cause
It was on the.
drinking. I drank 7 cups of coffee because I've
You
been
look
up
like
for so
shit.
long, and I was just like. Then I nodded
You got the jitters.
and went to sleep as I increased my wisdom to 22.
Welcome to the club. Um,
You have to wonder
Actually,
if it
you-
was the book that did it, or just all the coffee he ingested in a small time. He's just seeing into the future now.
I've seen everything.
PC sounds.
I
He sees
cannot wait
fairies.
until I get a +5 in proficiency, as I will have 30 passive perception.
Crack.
You must have headaches.
I do.
All the time. Yeah.
Have a
Yes.
constant headache. So I can only imagine, like, trying to fall asleep at night and just hearing everything.
And just hearing
Well,
bagpipes.
there's a difference between being able to perceive things and not being able to turn off your perception. So it's kind of like, the best way to think about it is
It's passive.
having like a passive sense, like having really good like spatial awareness is kind of what it is, and just really good ability to hear.
All right, duly noted. I'll keep that in mind.
Make a great CS:GO player.
It's not. It's not like. It's
I
not
can
like
hear your
I'm
footsteps
fucking,
from the other
it's
side
not
of the
like-
map.
It's not like I have. It's not like I'm Superman when he just got his fucking powers. And I'm just like, everything's so loud. It's like, no, I'm used to this.
Bro, I can hear you on the other map
Through
thinking.
faith, Will, I am able to shut things out.
Faith.
Why are you
Please
thinking
don't
about your
ever say
dog
that
right
again.
now?
God,
You're
not
like,
even for me to hear that.
especially from me, bro. From me,
Yeah, of all people.
you're like.
Um, well, I think
that is a problem.
it's still ringing around in my head though that when we're in the forest that we're being followed, or not being followed, or being hunted at this point. I think it'd be best if we were to head out tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Agreed. Oh, Reinhardt. Before I forget.
Is
So
this
our
the
place,
morning?
This is
Our-
night still.
our bar, right?
Yeah.
I
Or
rehired
am I
the
awake
dude to
just
take care of it,
drinking coffee?
and it's being remodeled as we speak with nice stuff. So we shall have a nice fan club. It's gonna be great. We're gonna make money out of the wazoo.
Right. Okay.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna
Oh,
be
I
good.
However
totally
much
forgot.
You totally forgot.
No, I
Waste.
had a plan this past week of like thinking of like bar names as well as like
Oh,
all these different days of the week specials that we could have and so on. And I was gonna have like a forgot.
well,
Yep.
next week.
Guys,
Just send it to.
there's 6 core members of our group, and we have Sundays off for prayer. Tana,
That's
I just
your
did
Sunday.
your work for you, actually.
My
There you go,
Sunday's
Will.
I
Party.
grabbed the sending stone. What the fuck was that? I send it to Anavir. What are you talking about?
Anavir,
Sundays
Anavir.
off. I remember working every Sunday. I don't get a Sunday
Yeah,
off.
me too. I'm like, what?
Like,
Where's this day off?
Wait, Reinhardt, you guys never took. I'm still. Hold on.
Just get a private message from Reinhardt's
And
like,
at this
what
point,
the
you
fuck is he
definitely
talking about?
you see like high strength alcohol in my hand at this point. After the 7th cup of coffee, I'm just
I
like,
don't think that helps with
I
that.
don't think
never-
that helps at all.
we've never had Sunday off for prayer.
No, my God works 7 days a week. All right, not this 1 day a week bullshit.
Well, I mean,
70
your god was a
hour
monster,
days,
so
70-hour day. Yeah, 70-hour days.
70-hour
your,
days.
your god was a monster, Reinhardt. So
My days off
Sounds like
are
your god was a
sleep,
part-timer.
and even then, overtime, bitch.
I mean,
I don't know if your god's the best
Your hands look soft.
representation
Your hands
of
look
faith,
soft.
or was not your god anymore.
God,
Anyway,
like working class.
As a bard, I'm
But,
somewhat
Yeah,
offended.
blue collar, black collar.
Black hole.
Yeah, I think it'd be best if we head out tomorrow. We kind of mentioned previously about just shadow walking to Karis and then trekking our way to the lake. Charis,
Mhm.
my apologies.
Car-
Even
Um,
sleep deprived, you're still.
Hey, I'm perceptive, not stupid.
Yeah.
I definitely don't feel it's a bad idea to go tomorrow morning. I mean, personally, I feel maybe tomorrow night would be better. Get to Charis, start walking for a little bit. Because, I mean, we're still traveling through the woods.
Wait,
I
wait,
don't
wait,
believe
wait,
there's
wait,
a
hold
huge
on.
rush. This is just me, Reinhardt, and Anavir. No one else is here.
Okay. Alright. No, I was there at the end of the session.
I
right?
thought we were all because I
I
came
we
thought
in
we
all?
as
were all
part of it.
here.
I figured
Yeah.
we're all talking this out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
what we were
That's why.
doing.
We all
that
met
night.
in the
That's
hall.
what I
Oh,
was-
okay, then I'm wrong. My
Or
mistake.
some shit
That
like
was
that.
my idea of us being like, all right, this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
But
Aren't
one
we not
Harbinger
supposed
was
to be
with
out
me.
A night in Karis, right?
Charis.
Yeah,
Car ass.
the Lotus Den could be quite dangerous at night,
So,
and we have to
True.
check our way through it.
I mean, we don't know. I mean, you might actually have the protection now.
It's always good.
You're right. You're right. But at the same time, I don't want to try and test my luck
No,
at the first try.
No, definitely
Um,
understandable. Definitely
Yeah,
understandable.
no children.
But I mean, are we? What?
What?
Sorry, it's my bar humor. I still got it.
Not. Did we have any time
You never
sensitive
had
issues going on this next day? Why you want to leave tomorrow night? Or
I'll walk
Me,
in.
I mean, I just like to would check-ins with, get some more check-in. I mean, if we're being honest, we haven't really stayed here for longer than a week before leaving on to our next thing. So I thought
we were just told we were going to be hunted.
by wait, who again?
Oh,
By the
Nathan's
same person
talking,
that got
yeah.
away.
Yeah.
The bug-eyed gem face
Yeah,
that
yeah,
got
yeah.
away
Oh.
in
The sorcerer hunters. It's the sorcerer
Yeah.
hunters.
So you feel it were less safe
Well,
here?
I don't.
I'd feel like it'd be best not to have too much damage here, if we were.
But we're
necessarily
talking
that, it's
about
just-
Well,
a castle,
keep is
a keep. We're
guarded,
talking about a
correct.
keep with
Chris, it
a
is guarded, right,
gunship
for that.
right over there. We're talking about a keep with all 6 of us, Marion, Racina, the entire Kryn, like, force
there's a regiment
from
here, yeah. The
them,
brigade.
the brigade, a fucking brigade. I mean, I understand they're creatures from the abyss, but they're not
Very
fucking
easily
lunatics.
defendable.
This is the
No,
most
it's the big
defendable
bird,
part,
to be honest.
defendable location we have.
You have not
that's-
convinced the bard.
That's what kind of worries me, though, is that they see this and they still plan on hunting us. There's not going to be.
And
One
they throw
person
all
Well,
the
they
that
plan
firepower.
on
firepower.
hunting. Reinhardt,
So like
I
a
mean,
little
you
guard
grew up
is
in the
behind.
forest. Like any creature that is hunting,
And
You
if I
wait
go
for
hunting
when
for
the
a dragon,
creature's
I'm not going to go with the
weakest.
bow.
you're right.
I'm
But
going to go with
also,
some a
you're
lot
going to
bigger.
find the creature at its weakest point. The
Bigger?
dragon's cave is not always its strongest.
No,
The
it
dragons-
actually is. It actually is the strongest place.
Usually
for-
their lair.
Not
Yeah,
always.
okay.
Dragons have the advantage of flight, and a lair is an enclosed cave. They
Yeah,
lose that
don't they have, like, a
advantage
lair
pretty
action
quickly.
Sometimes, Chris.
They have a lair action.
We're
Yes, but we
losing
don't understand
the
theirs.
point here.
We
Either
don't understand
A,
lair actions.
either
Yeah,
A,
we
we,
don't
s-
understand.
either A,
But-
we spare the castle or our place
I
here.
mean, I understand wanting to leave immediately.
They
Barricade.
just got it built too. And
Oh.
also, there's a lot of people here I'd feel I would not appreciate putting at risk.
This
I
is
thought we
true.
leave in the daytime.
let's be real.
I wouldn't wanna
You
put
have
people
to
at
also
risk here.
remember the people here are either used to being a part of the group trying to overthrow the empire. They also have the Kryn dynasty here who are trying to overthrow the empire. They have us who are known basically mercenaries. Let's see what else. Random people come here and join all the time. Like, this is not a safe location, gentlemen.
Well,
It's-
we don't need to
it's-
make it any more unsafe than need to be. We put people's
Okay, well
lives
then
in
what
danger.
if while we're gone, the hunters come thinking this is where we will be and attack without us here?
I don't see how they would. I mean, they could just
How?
teleport in our location anytime they want. From what I'm getting
I mean,
at, from the
We would
Not
get
entirely. They're
notice.
crossing
Wow.
planes. That's not quite how that works.
wow.
Okay.
I mean,
We're
but-
discussing matter of leaving morning
no.
or
I
night.
definitely. How about early afternoon, after lunch?
If you want to stay later, we could stay later. We could spend the night in cars.
Midday, fine.
And then we can leave the next morning.
Well then, fine. Let's just head out tomorrow morning then. If everyone's so for it, and I'm the only one against it, let's just head out in the morning.
Midday. Is that better?
No, we'll head out in the morning. And I take my drink. I finish the third drink, and I head to bed.
This gives me.
Reinhardt, Orin, when
And
are we
for a
leaving?
moment there, you're like, the fuck? When did he get 3?
Well,
It's a coffee.
I've,
We'll get up. We'll talk to Marion. We'll say our goodbyes. And we'll leave.
Mm-hmm.
All right. In the meantime, I will let off a slip of paper of like, hey, this is how you make this powder. That's what I'll do.
Hey, Anthony.
I won't forget that.
Hey, welcome.
And for my final acts of the night, I think I will just cast Fabricate and get those arrows made for Savari. At least
Yes,
two
that'd be
more,
Great.
2 or 3 of the same kind. Which I actually had to do a quick revision of, but it should be updated for you already.
What was your forget? 2 of them were like bigger, so I gave you like the bigger meatloaves. But then I couldn't remember if I picked up
Also,
like,
it's
the right
barbed wire,
plate.
so anywhere can cast heat
'Cause,
metal on it as
I'm
well.
still a little like recovering from Osstein.
Yeah, you can. Well, once it impacts.
Fact.
Sorry. I saw something funny.
So
Bed
I
down.
made 3 more of those.
3 more what?
So I made
Is
3
there
more of
water?
the arrows for Savari. I used my dynamite wire, the arrow that you had, which means he has less arrows now. But technically, I used it doing fabricate, so it kind of just happened.
Right.
And I will try to make, let's call it 2 or 3 of those armor-piercing bullets, since I'm here at night and I have another spell slot for it.
What spell slot are you using? Fabricate?
Yeah,
Okay. What material are you?
steel and silver that I had.
Okay.
I'm also trying to lighten my. Again, Snyder's slimming down a little bit. Yeah, this is the segment in which Snyder slims down, yeah. Let's actually make some use of them rather than just having them sit in my inventory forever.
Mm-hmm.
That goes for the arrow as well. And in doing so, in making those, I will also have to restore my powder. That's about it. Just a horn's worth, nothing much. It's very unsafe for Snyder to carry anything more than that. And that's it. Go to bed. When do we leave?
Tomorrow morning.
So, hi, Noxie. Bye bye.
For the fabrication, you do. How much material were you using?
So it's enough for. Okay, so when it comes to the armor-piercing bullets, they're smaller, right? That's the whole idea.
Yeah.
Smaller, a bit smaller. How much? I don't really know.
How much
They don't
material
weigh as much.
do you have?
I guess an ingot. I guess an ingot for it.
An ingot?
That's all I'm
Okay.
using then.
Um,
I'm like,
ingot
it's
of
not
each?
that big.
Steel and of.
Steel and silver.
I'll say you do fabricate along with your tools, because a part of fabricate is you can't create weapons unless you have proficiency with the arts and tool required.
Smiths and Tinker's tools.
And so with that, you do manage to get out of it. We'll say,
But must be some loss, right? It's not a whole.
yeah. There's
process.
loss. Roll for me a intelligence check.
Oh, because I'm essentially copying something.
It's just like a combination of the spell and the craft.
It's a 10.
Also, he's God.
Wait, is this morning?
It's not.
Not yet.
Oh, okay. Okay.
10 armor-piercing bullets.
I was literally going to go for like 3, but okay. I'm not
Yeah,
arguing
yeah.
that.
Oh, yeah. I think because you're using the bullets in material. 10.
Okay.
Before I head to bed, I look around the castle and kind of find like our like resource pile or whatever kind, and like get like, not like a big, super big log. It's just like, about like this big.
Oh yeah. Oh,
You
that's
know?
the other thing I need to learn. Fuck.
You're looking for a log?
Not a lot. Well, like like those fire, basically like what do you call it? Like chopping wood, like fireplace wood.
Kindling?
Firewood?
Like,
Yeah, like like
Firewood.
just thick enough where like I could do something with it, like carving wise.
Steak.
Okay, so but you're looking for timber, right? You're looking for
Essentially,
wood
yeah.
to work. You're not looking for like just branches for lighting fire.
Yeah,
Or
no,
wet
yeah,
wood.
it's
You're
just
looking
like
for wood you can work.
a solid like not like a 2x4, but like just a
like
block
a
of wood,
4x4.
just a block of wood.
That
What's
wasn't
a
being
2x2?
used, maybe
A
a
2x2. Yeah.
Man, Viking does so much
Listen.
building.
I can't. Well, I'm thinking of other things to do.
That said, you do head to just the lumber yard outside. It's a lot of development has happened here, and a part of that is facilitating the lumber needs for a growing place. So when you head over there, you speak. They say if you want to just wait, they don't just like produce blocks of wood for people to have, but they
Yeah.
can just cut something up if you wait a few hours.
Okay.
If you
Yeah,
did
I'll do
this-
that like when I'm sleeping or something. Just
Yeah,
wait for that.
I mean, most people, more than half of your population is drow, so not like
They
they're
sleep.
burning the burning oil.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you go ahead and make that request. They
Effective
do
labor.
ask the price of 4 silver
Okay.
for the amount of lumber.
I'll give them 8 silver just because it's very kind for them to help me out. So.
Pockets that quickly and
Oh yeah. they need the money.
moves to starting to prep that wood for you. And in the morning, you can have your hunk of wood.
Hell yeah.
Oh, nice hunk.
I love me some hunk of wood.
Tavari is going to, for the first time in a long while, retire back to my cabin. on
Every time you talk,
Ravenclaw.
you hear like there's a clicking noise.
What, who, me?
Yes, very much you.
It's like a
So
woodpecker.
you're heading back to your ship.
Yes, I'm going to retire for the night there. I'm going to switch over to the actual program for Discord.
Oh, okay.
No, guys. We all need to take into account Spirit's consistent interconnection now. Chris, he upgraded his Wi-Fi. His
And kind of
whole
'cause
connection.
He was talking for a
Mm.
while there, but his face wasn't moving.
I think that was just the webcam, though.
Yeah, I think it is just a webcam.
I do notice a change, though.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Whatever.
It's a nice change.
Yeah, Will, honestly, Maid Slayer might not be bad for you.
I thought about it.
It'd be pretty
So,
good.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Continue.
1 second. Sorry. I realized I was answering something else, and someone was like, "Be critical for this," and I said, "It's fine," and then I was like, "I should probably give them more than that. I should actually like be critical in answering that." Anyways, you all presumably, if there's anything else, you can, unless there's anything else, you can all take a long rest again.
Hell yeah.
You awaken on this next morning.
Taking advantage of
and
long
you
rest.
get your
Piece of wood.
slab of wood,
Hell yeah, 2x2.
and you all meet outside of the temple area, the space between the keep and temple, unless you would like to meet somewhere else.
No, temple's fine.
So wait, are we going by foot?
Yeah, we're just gonna walk to Karis, even though we've been there. Charis, now that we've been there.
No, we were going to teleport there and then.
Man, when am I ever gonna use my steed?
Never.
God, I feel like it's never gonna be
Well,
ever.
None of us, only one of us,
Mounted
two other ones of us have fucking mounts.
That's
Three of us don't have mounts.
Half
You guys are
have
lame.
mounts, half don't.
Is
Snyder,
getting out
yourself. Ooh.
And Torin.
What do I
What
have
are we
here?
doing with Torrens?
Or Bounder.
More
Has he
Bounder.
named it yet?
Has he named it? Torin, have you named your buddy?
Actually, you guys can go with it. But
What
with
about
Shadow
Fluffy?
Walk, we can transfer with.
Yeah, it's like close.
Are you taking the More Bounder and have you named the More Bounder?
Yeah, what's wrong with Fluff? Can't take him?
You named him Fluffy?
I'm
Hell
not
yeah.
the best with names.
I just want to make sure I had his name right.
The
That's all.
Chad player. in
Wait,
this
so it's called Warbounder?
goddamn campaign.
Moorbounder is
Moorbounder.
the
More Bounder.
More
or
Bounder.
the species.
Yeah.
It's a
His
giant,
name-
like Puma
I
with
think I
giant
put it in
tusks.
D&D.
No, no, I know what you're
I
talking
put it in
about. I've
D&D
seen it.
General.
No, I've seen it. I was just wondering about the name.
You called it Fluffy.
Fluffy.
He's filled.
Chad player in this game. God. I'm kind of yeah. Torn,
I'd
I'm
name
kinda
him
squishy.
Tusky.
Yeah, I guess I'm kind of squishy.
I love me.
What about it?
That's a good name, Tusky.
Torin, you should be using the imp familiar that subclass actually gives you. No, I like my iguana.
No, I left him at home. Where's home? I don't know.
Wanna cool.
I haven't summoned the iguana in forever.
Yeah.
You didn't dispel him. You didn't dispel him. That's the thing. He's still there.
He's in the
No.
desert. Father.
Anyway, we meet in front of the church. Moving on.
He's just sitting by his phone. He's gonna phone. One of these days he's gonna phone.
One of these days.
You meet in front of the temple.
He's Steve.
Yes.
He's Steve.
We meet in front of the temple.
Up to you. Do you teleport the Charis to land unknown?
Yeah. You guys ready?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll get my carving
I'm only
tools
doing
ready.
this once.
Get my carving
Um,
tools ready.
And feet for free. Dang.
Don't forget your one-of-a-kind plasma launcher at home.
Is Marian around us before we head out, or?
If you go request him.
I'll definitely
never
tell my,
mind then.
give my
Hey, get
students
your ass
a long
outside.
list of cleric things to start. And
Cast message, Marian.
I will check in with them throughout my time away to make sure that they are staying consistent with their training. I now have a cleric student, and I shall have my cleric student.
Don't cast message like this.
Marian.
Look in a direction.
What's he doing? I think he's casting
What?
message.
Yeah.
Maybe maybe he's having a stroke. I think that's more likely at this point.
Marian, I'm having a stroke. It's like, what can I even do to help you? You're 120 feet away.
It's a lot easier 120 feet away than if you were like in the middle of Blight Shore.
Yeah, if I was casting sending instead.
It's like, okay, the ambulance will be there in.
Is this life alert working?
3
I don't know.
You gather for your spell. Where are you bound to?
Well, we're gonna go to Karis and make a quick roll to see where we end up in Karis. So 9. We're gonna end up in the exchange.
All right.
Picked 4 locations, and I rolled for that one.
Nice.
Nice.
One of them was the Elder's office. So
Hmm.
Oh, very nice.
it was the exchange. Just
What a
bam.
hell of a- Okay.
What if you try to
Gather up.
teleport to Snyder's Tower? It's not there.
And in a
Physical object.
burst of shadows and like smoke, you all dissipate and begin the hour-long flyby over the Jorhassian wasteland into the ever-moving, fey-touched lands that surround Charis.
Question.
After
Oh, sorry. Continue actually
on.
with that.
That's your question.
Oh, I was about to say, can I do stuff like when I'm like walking through this, or no? I
No.
have to like keep
No,
focus.
you're
No.
like a gaseous form, just
Okay.
blazing through.
Just have to make
And-
sure. Yeah.
Any deviation from that knocks you out of the spell, and you just get shunted into the Shadowfell.
Yeah, I'm good.
We'd have to prove it. We'd be dead.
It is very much a hold on to the safety line, or else.
Gotcha. Or yeah.
Keep your arms and hands and legs inside
Yep.
the gaseous form at all
Pretty
times.
much.
And soon, you feel that immersion of shadow as you dissipate into a twisted tree line area. As you all form again, you can hear the shifting of like that wood on wood sound as a few of the Dragonborns kind of scoot back in like surprise at the appearance before you hear once like, oh, it's just them, just sit down already. The last person you did this on.
Get their swords right. Oh.
Oh god, they're back.
And you return to the middle of the Dewdrop Exchange in still these relatively early hours. There's been a minor amount of time change just between visiting here, or Akheim and here.
Sun is like here.
It was like a... But regardless.
We've traveled several 100 miles east, so yeah.
Well, sort of.
Regardless, you are here now.
All
These
right.
early mornings, the disruption of your teleport quickly is brushed by as people go about their day, beginning to open their stalls here, their various workshops that they operate out of within the exchange, and a semblance of normality quickly sweeps the area again.
Okay. So,
As
yes.
how are we? So I asked before if the river went to the lake or to the sea, or it's kind of an inland sea, but okay. And you said that the river went to the lake. That's my memory.
Based
correct.
on
Should always
I
is.
remember, it is the one that is inside the city does not connect to the lake that we need to get to
Yes, so you need to traverse.
through the
My
Lotus
steed?
Den.
Yeah.
Still,
Yeah, I think it said it meanders is the word.
Yeah, to follow
It's
this
covered.
lake, you'd be like easily get lost.
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
you would have to more or less just kind of go cross country style over anytime you encounter the lake until you found, or the river until you found Fever Gulf Lake, and then you can go south of Fever Gulf.
Hmm.
do we need
Is the
anything?
trail wide enough for a cart?
I don't think. I think we pretty much stocked up before we got here, before we left, so.
Yeah, I got some meats for Flappy, or Flappy got some meats for him, or whatever the fuck.
Not for a cart, no. It's
Okay.
they don't really like use carts here, and the kind of roads you'd be following don't
Oh,
seem like they
no.
would support a cart.
Yeah, I'm thinking about this silently. That way, Saren can't hear.
Oh, I perceive it. Don't worry. I see you looking around.
That bastard's looking for a cart.
You attempt to begin your journey from Charis to Rothold, hugging this southern coast.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I guess we'll sail. I guess.
Oh,
Sam?
yeah, the plan is to just make our way west or east, and
East.
then southeast to Rothold, followed by east.
So I can summon my steed now?
I was about to say, yeah.
I
You can just
summon my
run
steed.
ahead. You can just run ahead, yeah.
Summon my
oh,
steed. My steed. Now, hear me out.
It's
Now,
a regular horse, though.
well, no, you could choose. You could literally choose what form they take.
Yeah.
As with summon steed, okay.
Yeah. Damn, I feel like I want
What's
to
the
be.
statistics though?
It depends on the DM.
It
DM's
does.
discretion.
You know what? I'll choose an elk or is it an elk? Yeah, an elk. Big horns.
Alright.
Majestic.
This token doesn't really want to cooperate. So. Alright. You summon your steed out of the ambient energy here, and as it takes form into a white formed elk, or if that's right,
Mm-hmm.
you mount atop of it, just kind of not sure where to put your hands for a moment. You don't really have like a saddle or anything, but it does obey your commands and begins trotting ahead. Assuming you're trotting and not just full go sending it.
Yeah, no, I'm not
across the
sending it
land.
yet.
You do go faster than them, and just a little bit. You know, you're not immediately.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
overcoming
like
them.
overspeed it, but I will be kind of like
It
a
is-
little touch ahead, just a touch.
It is relaxing though, and it's very much easier on you personally than them.
And I could start like doing stuff, say like carving.
If you started carving now, you'd be at a very big disadvantage. Harbinger ran at the same thing.
Hmm.
You're just like, you're kind of moving over tough terrain, and you're trying to
Because like, I mean, I can
We don't
telepathically
have-
just tell the elk to kind of like, right?
Yeah, we don't have
Because
a
I can
star-
speak
we don't
to
have a
it.
saddle.
So
We don't have a
fucking-
saddle, right?
Oh, I guess
don't
yeah,
have
I don't
a
have a saddle, but
I mean, there's a difference in telling an elk, hey, go a little smaller. Hey, elk, geostabilize.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, you're right. Yeah, all right. I got a little too
It's just-
pumpy.
you're also not really following a road or any type of path. It is like moving up and down and over things.
Gotcha. Okay,
It's,
that seems fair.
regardless, whoever your navigator is, I do need a survival check.
I would say probably Reinhardt be best for this. His
survival, huh?
his woods,
Or
kinda.
Reinhardt, you will.
Or me, jeez.
Reinhardt roll with advantage.
Oh, I do? Sick, because that was trash. That was a 2.
You're welcome.
Rolls a 1.
Well, no, it's a 7, so that's a total of 8.
Wait, you got a modifier +1?
Yeah.
His wisdom's garbage.
Dude, what?
Survival is.
Why couldn't it be
survival
me? Oh, God.
Someone said
Survival is
Reinhardt.
wisdom.
so I
Yeah,
just
they did
did.
say.
I should have rolled. I got a -1 to survival.
I have a +6, guys.
Someone
Wolfgang
said
used to roll for
Reinhardt,
us.
and
Regardless of your
Oh well.
pact that you have formed, maybe the signs that are being given to you not fully heeded. Maybe you're not sure what the signs even would look like when you are bound to a forest in such a way. Unfortunately, as you are kind of moving, when you finally do reach the lake, you find that you are significantly more northward than you had hoped with your cut, and you kind of find that you're at the border of the Lotus Den Greenwood as a whole. So instead of kind of cutting straight across, you've ended up kind of ascending to the northern area, right where the Lotus Den ends.
So like here.
Yeah, like it's to the closest end, so it's like it's thinning out on most sides. It's not tremendous. You now know how to get back. It's just gonna be a few more hours, or like at least an hour or two additional travel to make the way back. And
Okay.
Huh, good job.
this is the first time going east in this forest.
I know. It's crazy.
took you
Oh, we
4
made-
hours to cross that country out to there. And let me quickly just check. Yeah. So. Sorry.
Who exactly has the boat?
I think you do.
I don't have the boat.
Well, Wolfgang originally,
Warren
but
does,
somebody
'cause
else
it's in
had
his
it.
bag.
I was gonna say it has to be in
It's
somebody's
in my bag.
Mhm.
Oh, I guess it would be torn up.
Inventory. Bag of
my gosh.
holding.
No,
Bad time to find out we don't have a boat.
I know, dude. That
Well,
would
we
be.
should
we've
store it.
used it, so it's got to be somewhere.
It is
Wolfgang
not in
used
my
it.
bag of holding. It is not in my backpack.
It's not in mine.
You're not.
It's not in my pouch.
It's
Harbinger?
a boat. What?
Reinhardt starts walking down the lake,
Yeah.
following the shore with his head down. Like, God damn it!
But
I
no,
don't have
we should have that boat.
We should
I don't-
have it, but it's
Yeah,
like
we've used it before.
It is
If
not
you
on
don't-
my person.
if you don't have it
Check
written
your guys'
down,
persons.
All right, I'll check
It's
mine.
not
Even
on my
though
person.
I'm pretty positive it's not on me either, but
Reinhardt just
I
gets on his
I have
carpet.
unidentified mushrooms. I have my dealer's kit, tinderbox, hammer.
Well, that means no one paid attention to keeping it in their backpacks.
No
We'll
one
have
told me to
cram
carry
on-
it, so
We have to cram onto a magic carpet, guys, for a couple of days.
well, how fast can your carpet go?
Our literal entire plan was taking the boat. And we don't have the boat.
The
Let's
one
Our
thing
just
we
literal
say-
checked.
entire reason for doing this.
Let's just say it was in Savari's bag.
Ask Chris.
But it
Chris.
wasn't, though. Wasn't this-
That's a
Because I
Chris.
I think what happened is we used it and we forgot. We took it off of Wolfgang, and we used it, but no one bothered to move it into their inventory.
I thought
think
somebody
that's what
did.
happened.
Someone
I
did.
thought somebody did and put it in their bag of holding, and then it just got lost from there. We have 2 bags of holdings currently.
I'm looking at my bag of holding. I don't see
I know.
a foldable boat.
Neither do I.
I got a set of playing cards. I don't see a foldable boat.
You have a set of cards?
yeah. That we
Playing
can't even
card set.
use.
I mean, if you got a needle and thread, I can sew together these cards. We can somewhat make a boat or a raft.
It's a sad raft.
The head shake from Chris.
Last time it was mentioned was when you guys sailed back into Port Denali. That was it.
You guys didn't leave it too long in the bag of holding, did you?
Where it's lost forever.
I'm pretty sure the boat won't suffocate in the bag of holding.
You don't know that.
Actually, a living boat.
Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, I was thinking about that too. I was like, no, someone has to have it. Someone has it
Right,
for
somebody
sure.
has it on their person.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, bag of holding. Fine clothing, crowbar, crystal, dagger, hammer, hand axe, leather, pitten, playing cards, rope, tankard of sobriety, torch, water skin.
Guys, it's not in the bags. We understand that. The question is,
I know. It's just that would be like
who
the place to
would
look.
have it?
Either you or Torin, because you guys have the bags.
Yes, I know. I never kept it in my bag.
It would
I don't-
not fit in Saren's.
Yeah, it could be a haversack, not a bag.
I have a handy
Um,
haversack.
I don't remember Torin having it either.
I don't
Oh,
even
I
think
don't
we
remember
kept
it.
track of
I
it
don't
in
remember
bags.
receiving it.
Exactly. That's why I was like, I don't remember him having it.
The last time we used it was we used the boat to go upriver to
Sneak.
fight the cultists
Yeah. this
under
was
the
before the
opening of the
Celestial.
abyss. Then we got off the boat, and then we would have brought it back down. I don't think anyone kept note of the boat.
Was this
In any of
before
their
or
bags.
after Wolfgang died?
After.
Way
After.
This was
Okay.
after.
I just wanted to make sure.
This is
I
like
just wanted to
5
make sure.
sessions ago.
Here's how we'll do it.
To Grace.
I'm going to roll a 1d6.
Who's it gonna be?
Savari, you dig
Nice.
through your bags, and eventually you find it kind of crammed in the backside. Please add the folding boat to your inventory.
Done.
Amazing. It was with him, or with her the entire time.
Did we leave it on the boat?
No, no.
No.
Okay.
You guys never just.
It's
put it
just
in
Boat
the-
to boatception.
Okay, I'm sorry.
We
I'm
get
not
to the
used
boat.
to
Why is there a
having
boat in the boat?
I'm not used to having a magical bag that can hold literally everything. It got
Why
lost.
why is
okay?
there a boat in a boat? Have you not heard of like a rowboat attached to a big boat? Like you
That's
need
right.
some kind of
So
smaller boat.
it was in my bag. I'm sorry. I'm not used to having a bag of holding.
Oh my god.
God damn it!
Amateur hour, I swear.
I want to
take
say
out
so. for your
your
streaming.
folding boat after much deliberation and shifting for your own bags to hopefully find it. You lay out the boat. Do you expand it to full size or half size? Like essentially the rowing canoe or the small river boat.
I'm doing the second command to make it the 24-foot long boat because I know that'll do about 6 knots.
The boat unfolds rapidly into many times until it eventually forms the simple sailing vessel with the sail and enough room for you all to rest upon it. It's cramped, but should work.
I dispel the steed because.
I thought you were just gonna fucking
I
dispel it.
mean,
Spell magic.
Yeah.
how tall is Torin and how much does Torin weigh again?
Hey,
And,
hey,
like,
that's
bulk
sensitive
wise.
information.
No, I'm just like
Hey.
size wise.
Sensitive topic. Sensitive topic.
Torin is 7 feet 10 inches tall, and is 285.
Okay, you're rail meat.
I'm what?
What'd you call
That's
Oh,
when
no.
you sit on the side of the boat as ballast so you can hold it down.
Oh,
Not really like
You're
yeah,
rail meat.
yeah. We
for
called
my
it
for
dead
my
meat,
height, I'm actually pretty skinny.
but like that's like if someone doesn't know how to do anything on the boat, you give them dead meat or as their job.
Rail meat.
You guys can also remember, I'm 6'4" and 230. He's very light for his height.
It's not only
Yeah.
that, it's
Just
also
also
how
remember,
much
we're
actual weight do you have on you? You guys have
Um,
bags that
okay,
have
Chris.
a portal.
I have proficiency with
There's
probably
water
people that weigh
vessels.
more.
with my inventory
Your
on
weight
me.
carried.
On
Yeah.
me. Well, a lot of things actually don't have weight in my inventory.
Doesn't matter.
So my character weight 285 plus my carried weight, which is 68.
I'm carrying 110 plus my character's weight of about 220. So
The 330.
Yeah, 330.
And then mine would be about
I weigh more than you.
360.
You have
He
more
weighs
on
more than
us.
I weigh 340 combined. Cause I don't have a bag,
combined.
so
If we took my combined with the bag, I'm up to like 1,000 because of all
So
the fucking
anyway, we're
rocks
going
and
down
shit.
river.
what do I need to
do a certain
roll
thing.
for this, Chris?
Venturing on the lake, you don't need to roll anything right now. It is pretty simple terrain. For the vessel itself, we're using a keel boat. One of the smallest sailing vessels can be sailed or rowed by one person.
Okay.
So that means I can carve without any worries.
Yes, especially on a lake where it
Awesome.
is pretty flat.
Awesome.
So,
I will start carving.
I will levitate his wood out of his hand.
Banish.
Just out of jumping reach.
you need control water
I'm
to
kidding.
splash it on him.
Okay, waterbender.
Alright.
I'll just levitate a 5x5 cube of water and splash him in his face.
Can you do that?
While he's doing that, I'm on the other side casting prestidigitation, causing it to odd odors to kind of like break his train of thought.
Fucking
Just
terrible. Why?
kind of odd odor.
I
like-
just hit him.
He
I just
pushed
hit
both
him
of
every once in a while. Yeah, I'm just like, I mean, if we're all being dicks, bam with the shield. Ooh,
I'm just-
bam.
Happily steering the boat. Manning
You
the
just heard an
sail.
animator squeak.
So for the boat, you can't go much further in this day without taking rest. You can get the boat out and everyone onto it, but to continue, someone either has to sail into the night. You can all take turns sailing.
Oh, the bigger boat, we could do that.
This is the biggest of the boats.
The biggest of both. You just need to cycle who's actually taking charge and
Yeah.
sailing it. You're also more or less actual navigating and going somewhere instead of just kind of drifting along with the river.
Okay, so
So I'm not navigating, right?
no, right now I'm doing everything. 'Cause
We can do for at
I'm assuming we
least
have a compass at the steering station, Chris.
the helm.
No.
No, if you
Oh.
have one.
Oh,
Do you have
Jesus,
a compass,
okay.
Mr. Navigator?
That's right.
Mrs. Captain.
Mrs. Wait, she married?
Miss. It would be
Oh,
Miss.
Miss.
Yeah, Will.
Mrs.
Mrs.
You're getting confused now that you're married.
Shite. Okay. Well. Shite.
It's just Shannon dead on the bed.
She's
All
reading.
right. Well, whatever.
Wolfgang never
Oh,
missed.
she's reading.
God. What the fuck?
Oh, Will be careful.
I'm
see
not. That's
I
no
see an
word.
animal stalking its prey.
I see someone
She's
determine
like,
her eyes to go to California real quick and back.
What did I do? I didn't
What
do
did
shit.
I do?
Nathan looks
Okay,
like, oh, it
so-
looks like a dead Shannon laying on the bed. And I was like,
I'm
"What she's reading?"
assuming someone is. I can at least go through the basics of how to control this thing with someone. So when they take over.
Split into 3 goes. Who is going to be first watch? Who's going to be the first person sailing?
I
Me.
will. No, I will.
Saren, then Savari. Who's going to be final watch?
I'll be final watch.
Same.
Both of you.
Well, we could do if there's 3 different ones, we could do groups of 2.
Yeah,
But
Good.
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking.
Okay.
Already decided. So, for the first leg of the trip, everyone gets prepared to rest and sleep. There is a deck cabin here. You have an anchor, oars, things like that. Sorry, quickly double checking. You have rowing seats, 5 a steering oar, anchor, and a deck cabin. So, if I am reading that right, it's less so like a traditional boat where you have a steering wheel. You are kind of sitting at the back with a singular oar to move the rudder around.
Okay.
Because there's only a cabin that it goes under the vessel. So it's the main person who's in charge of like controlling the sails and moving the ship sits in the back. There are benches ahead of you, and there is a ability to go into a smaller deck cabin underneath. Regardless, Saren being the first one, it is a relatively calm night. It's your first time actually seeing Fever Gulf Lake and the scenery around here. It's interesting. Sort of, it is, as you can tell from the map, a lake of many different environments connecting to the moorlands, which you can see very faintly in the distance. The brief, like, dying grass hills to the north, Charis and the Lotus Den. Diverse, somewhat murky area.
So it's basically every kind of biome except for winter and like snow.
Yeah, it's every type of like eastern U.S. biome. Imagine like Washington D.C. at in winter type of situation. So it's murky, a little bit of humidity's hitting here. Not the most pleasant, but you can make do. At least you're on the lake where it's naturally cooler. But this trip is relatively easy on this part. In the middle of the night, though, you can now wake up Savari for their leg of the trip.
Yep.
To you, Savarin.
Well, hello, Link.
I give you good luck, guidance on your navigation.
Okay, awesome. So, take the helm. Watch the sails. Who's with me right now? Is it just me?
Just you.
Yep.
Okay,
Give
perfect.
yourself an eye.
All that was decided.
Perfect.
I love being alone.
Are the stars out, Chris?
Oh yeah.
Hi, pick a star.
Roll
And
D20.
it is a easy enough trip as well. Venturing down, there's very little navigation and movement you have to do to kind of get the ship and move it along the coast. So pretty easy. You're starting to feel the ambient rise in temperature towards the end. As you move the ship, you're watching the scenery change around you. You're starting to see the Penumbra Range in the distance and the fading of Charis's, the Lotus Den, and all of that. And you suppose you are approaching, still in the lake, but you are approaching where the lake has to begin to fade away to ocean. With that, the final watch, Reinhardt and Anavir.
Right, so I lash the steering and go like gently tap Reinhardt. Hey, switch time.
All right.
All right, kick Anavir too. Hey, wake up.
Hey. Is it morning?
Yes.
Morning-ish.
Okay.
Night out right now.
Very early in the morning.
It's a butt crack of dawn.
Probably like 3-ish.
Wow.
Don hasn't thought about getting up yet.
See, what's the hard part is that mid-shift, and here's why, Anavir. He sleeps, wakes up, takes his shift, and then goes back to bed. We have it easy. We just wake up early.
This is true.
Yeah.
We got our sleep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We essentially go to bed early too, as a part of like managing the sleep. That said, though, you both sit at the back. One actually controlling the steering, the other one there to supervise and help in navigation.
Why does it feel like we're doing 360s?
We're over there. Anyway,
I have the whole wheel turned to the left, just like carving away. It's like, hey, how we doing there, Reinhardt?
is that an actual wheel, or is it like a steering oar?
It'd be a tiller.
Oar.
Okay.
So have you ever seen the boats in like The Witcher 3? There is a like singular oar that you move.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Anavir, have you actually steered one of these boats before?
I have experience with land vehicles, but boats not particularly. But I could probably learn it real quick.
We're gonna go into a reef.
Honestly, I haven't actually done this either. So
fucking reef.
Yeah, if you can fuck up the reef, then you can't drive anything.
Technically, it's a magical boat, so I'd like to see it try.
Kick the shit out of those dead plants.
Wouldn't damage the boat. All right, well, give it a shot, I guess.
Yeah, I'll take a shot if you want to keep looking.
Yeah, here, I'll guide you as I kind of move closer to the side and try and
look ahead.
Guide him on an open ocean.
Guidance.
Not on the ocean yet.
Oh no, we're still
we're
on
like
the river.
here.
Yeah, it's still on the lake.
Oh, okay, cool. We're good.
Perfect. I'll guide you on an open lake.
Yeah.
As you're kind of moving, and there's a huge sail in the way, so it is kind of like leaning off to one side. So it helps to have someone leaning out the other end to get sight around the sail.
Get both sides. Yeah.
As you are moving though, about an hour or so into it, you are finally approaching the delta that you assume kind of goes into it. Except you hear the moving water as lake transitions to ocean, and it sounds like falling water.
Reinhardt, what do you see? You hear that?
Nothing. You
I
can see shit.
Nothing. But well, no, it's not that. But when you're coming up to a waterfall, you're not going to see the waterfall.
No, you're not going to see anything. Yeah.
But also, you guys only have like 60 or 120 feet of dark vision.
120.
Yeah. I mean,
Better than most.
Sure. You're the eyes.
You're the anomaly.
Roll a
Like-
perception check, Reinhardt.
Got it. I am so good at this.
Guidance. Wait, just run up. Just run back to the.
Perception. Dang.
You guys don't
Kinda
wake
thought that
anyone
was-
up when you hear falling water.
Oh, what's guidance?
It's a
D4.
4. D4.
Sick. I probably won't need it, but here it is.
Please do.
Oh,
What good
It's either gonna
chance.
be really good guys or
That's a 23.
Oh,
Yes,
we're
yeah.
gonna live.
You
Probably not,
hearing
so.
it,
Probably not.
leaning forward and like trying to see what is ahead. There is a noticeable kind of dip in the environment where you kind of expect to see the river continue. It suddenly stops continuing. Doesn't it, you're not hearing like crashing water or anything that would indicate this is like extreme waterfall. It's more like yeah, it's like you're gonna start going down and
Like a
Class
roller
3
coaster.
rapids type of thing.
Oh, so like a rapids.
Yeah.
yeah,
Like a rapids.
you're gonna start going down, less so like a colossal fall that you might have experienced going from a much higher elevation, like the Empire has a high elevation over the.
Is it enough to kind of make us worry or not? Too.
It's enough that anyone that's asleep might not be asleep the moment you hit it.
Okay, I'm gonna scream out to everyone that's asleep, like, all right, everybody, hold on, we're going through rapids.
What? Huh?
I wouldn't have said anything
Grace, I look
personally.
out.
I'm too
What do I
nice.
see
I gotta
first?
say something.
Looking out with your passive perception, it is akin the same. It's not like White River Rapids. You're gonna start fucking thrashing about constantly.
It's a small drop.
It's like a drop, and the ship's gonna pick up pace. People that are asleep on the deck might go rolling, not off the side, but hitting benches and the like. It's not. You appreciate being woken up before you get your face integrated with a bench.
Alert!
Yeah.
Would have protected me. I walk over to Annabelle. You've got this, and I go under deck.
Well,
And I go back to sleep.
now,
Saren
I heard
believes in me.
rapids.
Saren on his way down. I'm gonna die.
We're gonna die.
I'm going to a
Is
safe
it too
space.
presumptuous to assume that I would just instinctively go back and once I'm
You can-
awake?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can
go back. I'm like, Anavir, give me the stick.
No, it's my shift.
You know how to navigate whatever we're going through.
No, but I can learn it. This is
You
a
are
learning
like-
opportunity.
Reinhardt, you are like 30 feet away from entering this rapid area.
Move.
I
You
wrap
gotta-
my hand around the rope attached to the tail, and I'm like, let's go.
You have to force my hand away from this stick.
Well, I'm the one like watching, so I'm not there with you. So I'm like, I just see it coming, so I'm like, all right, well, here we go. I'm holding on.
All right. You steer. I'll tell you where to go then.
All right.
All right, let's do this. What do we need to roll,
The
Chris?
definition of too many cooks in the kitchen.
Yeah, so
So-
many cooks.
You enter it, the ship nobly lurches forward and you pick up speed. The sail is kind of slammed back into itself, and there is a slowing element as you kind of have your sail is preventing it just ascending down, is making your ship more unwieldy. I will need a water vehicles check. This will be dexterity based
Oh.
from Anavir, who is currently white knuckling the actual steer.
Well, good
You
thing I
have
got good
advantage.
strength.
You have advantage because of Savari
Instructions.
instructions. Savari, you do have proficiency in water vehicles, right?
Yes.
Okay. So,
All right. Sounds good.
dexterity based.
Dexterity. So is it not a saving, just a +5? I'm assuming.
Yeah,
for
because
what
you
I
don't
have.
have
Okay.
proficiency in it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Plus 5 in strength or plus
going
4?
on here?
In
Or is it plus 5?
we're talking about dexterity.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, +5. It would be
Okay.
+5. Yeah.
Okay.
Good thing for advantage.
While this is going on, I'm just gonna wrap a convenient rope. I'm gonna wrap around my hands
That will be
to
a
tether myself
19.
to the ship.
All right. With the aid of the captain, you begin to navigate. One of the first things you do is get the sail out of there and pack it up and away, or I guess down and away, so it doesn't.
If it's a square sail, it'd be rolled up.
It is a square sail, so yeah.
Safari
roll up out
knowledge.
of the way, and
No,
from
that's
there,
totally Rob.
from there, you have a much easier time making the quick adjustments necessary to follow the water's course and not either careen into land or create an otherwise just missile down into the water. Eventually, after about 30-45 minutes of this, you splash down into salt water. As you are kind of left adrift, you take the sail back out, and you find yourselves finally in the Lucidian Ocean. The powerful waves starting to push against this southern shore, putting you at like a very interesting angle of trying to take the ship and tack between the land and the ocean that's trying to hit you against the rocks.
You really work on Chris's vocabulary. You gotta know how a lot of things work.
What?
I didn't know. We have to know. You have to know how a lot of things work. I didn't know tack. I didn't know that was a thing.
I've sailed for a year. So.
Oh yeah, see, we're keeping your vocabulary fresh, man. You gotta know all these different adjectives. Yes, you are now careening down a hill. You're galloping on a horse. You're tacking across the ocean.
So we can assume that we're heading into the wind then, since we're tacking.
Reinhardt, we're
You're
alive!
also trying to push, like,
Yeah.
you're doing the zigzag pattern of you're trying to hit the waves and then follow, yeah.
This
And
is
it's a
what
square
ocean?
sail. It's a square sail, so it tacks like shit.
It is. It's a keel boat, you know. You are using you have oar. It is like the shittiest version of a trimarine you could have, which already weren't ocean vessels. You know, you're hugging coast, and you have a feeling that first off, you have not completed your long rest. Those of you specifically. So you can either go get it, finish the last 2 hours you need, and let these guys handle it for the next 2 hours, or stay up.
I think we got it from here.
I think we got it from here, Safari.
If I stayed up, I take a point of exhaustion. Okay.
I think we got it from here.
Okay.
Yeah, we do.
So
thank you for your help.
I'm gonna assume
get some rest.
Like 30-second briefer on this is how you tack a boat. This is what the sail does. This is how you this, and then
go to bed.
We go back to bed.
You see, these oceans are fine.
Primer of this is how to sail this boat and not die.
And we entered what ocean? The
Lucidian.
Lucidian. Got it.
Lucidian. Wait, is it like right over here?
Yeah.
We are like right there.
The Lucidian wraps around WildeMount.
Oh, okay, I see.
What does it say?
Oh, okay, we're going over here and just.
Oh, it does say right down there.
I'm trying to find it too.
Lucidian.
Where is it?
It's right. Oh, I'm looking at it from.
Oh yeah, okay, I see. It's like on the left side of the map.
I'm looking at
bottom
my map.
left.
Yeah. Lucidian is this entire area. It's not like the U.S. where it's two different oceans. It's because there's no like landmass dividing. It's all the Lucidian.
Just all south.
It's like Hawaii. It's all Pacific Ocean.
Yeah.
Oh, the Reddit map I have. I spelled it wrong.
How dare they?
Yeah, I have like the giant ass.
You are bound 280 miles from Rothold now.
Oh.
Damn. We're almost there.
Can one of you roll a water vehicle check using dexterity at advantage?
We can agree, Reinhardt, that I will happily do so.
You're in control of the boat right now. I'm just kind of watching. So.
Okay, so that would be 18.
18.
Damn, y'all are rolling good.
I mean,
advice to heart, you
+5 on dexterity helps.
Tack when necessary, and eventually when you feel that the wind dies down a little bit, you manage to just sail forward, being very gentle. You have to still move the vessel every so often because of the large waves hitting the penumbra range, or you're not actually there yet, but you're still, the waves are pushing the vehicle back, so you have to
Kind of sway it back.
push into it
Yeah.
and then let it push you back, push into it, push back. Can't go too far, and obviously can't go into land. But during that brief moment of time, all is fine. When Savari eventually does wake up, they can resume a helm.
Alright.
And with that, you begin your drift across the delta to the Penumbra Range. Still technically within Xhorhas. So you'll think you'll reach the Penumbra Range by end of day.
Okay.
So somebody takes
Anyone
over.
else up?
Oh.
Yeah, I take over. I'm gonna
Oh,
take.
wonderful.
I am up.
As I will
am
sit by
rested. I am
carving.
taking over.
I will sit by the captain carving, just kind of chilling there.
Carving.
I still stand there at the side. I
Good,
guess
you can man the
aiding.
sails.
Sure.
With that, is there anything anyone wants to do on this day? Of just open ocean coastal
Actually,
sailing?
I asked Reinhardt to come here because I got
Or
an
just coastal
idea.
sailing, not open ocean. Coastal sailing.
Reinhardt, come here.
What?
Now hear me out, right? Hear me out. If something were to happen, now I'm not saying there will be something to happen, but if something were to happen in the sails, I got a good idea. Hear me out. Now, if something were to happen in the sails, my idea is you grab on, you climb up this pole and you use your wings. You deploy them, and now you're the sail.
Listen, my wings don't have.
Do they have holes in them?
They're not really wings.
No?
You wouldn't. No, they're more of just like imagine a bat. Its wings,
right?
Without all the flesh, so it's just bone.
Oh.
You would know this.
Yeah,
I
I would
look
know
at you
this.
like.
But we could just like, I don't know, use cloth and just put cloth over it, you know?
Yeah,
just
that's a
like...
great idea. We'll try that. Reinhardt goes back and just stares back at the ocean like, what the?
What the fuck?
I look at him. It doesn't get better, does it?
Nope.
At least
After like an
navigation.
hour goes by, I kind of hope the boat tilts to one side, and I kind of cup a handful of salt water, and I try and just greatly splash it at Anavir as he's working, and I go back to just
It's
the rope.
easy enough. The vessel
Son of
does
a bitch.
shift especially as you tack, you kind of move the ship like that. So
Put wood shavings in your pillow.
I have a pillow?
I don't know.
I'm just shaking my head.
petty pranks and other shenanigans occur, and eventually, you at the end of actually, let me quickly double check something. Make sure I'm not speaking of. Okay, no. I misspoke. Not by end of day. By that time tomorrow, you'll be at the Penumbra Range. So when nightfall does approach, you're entering the area where the second rapids would be, exiting out, and by morning tomorrow, you will reach the South Penumbra Range. So you have a feeling with a little bit of encouragement and some advice, you could teach everyone how to maneuver the ship to navigate this area easy enough, and then prepare for the Penumbra Range. So, if there's nothing else anyone wants to do, who is going to do your first night watch aboard?
I will.
Okay, and who is going to be the second watch?
I'll be second watch.
And who will be third watch?
Me.
And I'll go with him.
Alright. You, being proficient in water vehicles, have fair enough time making the vehicle, the keel boat, pass through the water, and not any incidents occur. It's a quiet night. Colder, much colder now that you guys have. Night has fallen. You're on the ocean. The breeze is very chilling. So if those of you that need to probably start bundling up, especially as you approach Penumbra Range.
Yeah.
Besides the ocean waves that slam against shore, relatively calm. But eventually, your hours of night sailing come to a close, and you pick the next person for duty.
Hey, yeah, go. Hey, Torn. It's time to wake up.
All right.
Torn, you get up. You received that during the day of sailing, a brief tutorial on how to operate the vessel. But regardless, I need you to roll a water vehicles check using dexterity.
Dexterity. Would I be at disadvantage?
You would not, unless no, you would not.
Alright.
You would have proficiency if you had proficiency in water vehicles.
D20 plus 3. Ah. 7.
It is a...
I'm just gonna go in circles, ain't I?
No, thankfully it is... You're not getting lost, because it's pretty easy to remember to keep the shore to your left. It is, though, a very rocky journey, some very sharp maneuvers of the boat, rock everything around, and jostle people awake throughout the
No, Shivari's sleeping right through this. This is nothing.
Broken.
You don't beach the vessel, thankfully, with that roll, but
I would hope not.
yeah,
Yeah.
it does interrupt everyone's long rest. Meaning, if you want to complete your long rest, a fourth watch will need to occur now.
I'll take it. Ugh.
But that choppy sailing finished. Sigh of relief. And it is admittedly hard due to the overall darkness of the region. You can't be too sure when you've drifted too close or too far. But who do you choose for your third watch, Torin?
Anivir raised his hand.
Well,
It's
I
me
mean,
and
you're
Anivir.
choosing from the sound of it, but yeah, it
Anivir
would be
and
me and Sarah.
Saren.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You both awaken? Do either of you have proficiency in water vehicles?
Nope.
No.
Both take helm
Yep.
and begin the sail forward. With that, can one person roll with advantage a water vehicles check with dexterity?
Dexterity?
Yeah.
Yes, dexterity.
Like,
Yeah.
fucking for it.
Oh, I know.
I have a -1 in dexterity. I thought it was gonna be like a survival check.
Your boy got a 20, so 25.
All right. With help, you do manage to expert show of tacking the vehicle forward and just managing to just do a good job. I mean, no other way to put it. You get to the point where you need to actually take the turn, bank, and start to follow the penumbra range. At that point, is when you normally would have followed rest, but people are still groggy and sleepy from being woken up in the middle of the night by the choppy
sorry.
sailing.
I'm sorry.
So
No,
it's up to
not,
everyone.
not sorry.
I'm still saying
Sorry.
Savari probably slept through that.
I'll take the fourth
But-
watch.
All right.
I'll wake you up. It's your turn, buddy.
Right.
Everyone opting to sleep in. Reinhardt.
I make my way to the helm of the ship.
Downtown.
I reach into my bag
Enhanceability.
and I
Guns.
pull out a gray fuzzy ball.
I give you enhanceability, Wolf, by the way. I can
I
cast a
pull
spell.
out- Oh,
I think I
pull
can.
out-
Can't I, Chris? I can cast a spell
I believe so.
during the 1 hour pause.
Yes, I believe you can.
So, Will, you have enhanceability on dexterity now. So you have advantage on dexterity checks.
Nice.
I pull out a giant elk, and I'm like, listen, all right, I want you to stand right there, and I point on the boat,
Oh my god.
and I want you to look forward and kind of guide me as this
Be
way
my
for
eyes.
that way, and this way for that way, okay? That's all you need to do.
What's it looking out for, Will?
He's kind of just guiding me which way I should go based on what he sees to help me with this, all right? It has a perception of +4, so I'm kind of hoping a long shot here. But anyway,
Probably
let's do
better
this.
than yours, at least.
Okay.
Yeah. My perception's a +1.
Oh god.
Tell this to the elk.
Huh?
God, I'm
And
gonna go get some
you do have to keep issuing commands.
every.
I know that.
Yeah.
That's
6
fine. I
seconds.
figured it'd be constant communication whether someone was there
To
anyway.
maintain
So.
the connection. Roll a dexterity check.
Dude, all I hear is like, hey, stop eating the sail!
Stop eating the sail!
Stop eating
gnawing
the sail! You're
stop
gonna kill
gnawing
it!
on the mast. And you gave me what, Theron?
You have
Enhanceability.
enhanceability on
advantage on
dexterity
dexterity
checks. You have
checks.
advantage on every dexterity check.
Oh,
Yes.
perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Good thing I have
Wow.
advantage.
Wow, look at that.
Well, it got worse, so that's a 10.
Oh!
Oh,
10 total.
you're fucked.
You
Fifth watch with Stormer blind rolling because he's not here.
well, so you start entering the penumbra range, and the water is getting choppier. It's harder to make these tacks. You lowered the DC because you had your fucking elk that you're communicating with.
If it was my steed, it would be actually workable. Would you believe? But you chose that route.
Dude, I looked at my
is.
inventory and I was like, that might work.
I can't be mad.
It's not elegant. It's different.
It's unlike elk-like.
But you two just barely managed to survive your shift at the helm without making it too unpleasant an experience between the rolling waves and the steep mountains.
We all wake up. What's with the bite marks on the sail?
Those of you that do wake up do notice there is a fucking elk awkwardly jammed in the back of the vessel.
Sorry. A giant.
Reinhardt.
It's so huge.
Why is there an elk on the
Reinhardt.
boat?
Hey, I don't question how you guys sail a boat.
I don't think I had good sleep.
I got
I think I'm
woken up
delusional.
to do this, alright? Which is not
There he goes.
my shift. But we got through it.
Okay. There's an elk. It's fine.
Oh, he's a good boy. Come
Where are we?
You start petting
Oh,
that.
you want to eat the sail, don't you?
on. I think Uncle Saren has some berries for you.
It'll give it diarrhea if it has more than one.
Oh,
I'll
God.
fucking kill it, dude. Just give me some berries.
Fucking Jesus Christ. That elk has gone through your
There's
difficulties.
9 berries. Nine
It looked
berries.
at you
can
with
eat.
those massive beady eyes.
I think elk are adorable.
They are. But it's like-
That's why I have one as a steed. Shit, they're cute.
I'm assuming it eats the berries.
Yeah, if you just do that, it's gonna.
It's gonna have the runs. That poor thing.
when I'll hear its stomach rumble, I'll just kill it.
We are not
How do
staying
you
here with
kill it?
shit.
I just push it off the boat.
Will!
What?
Oh, elk can swim, right?
You know, it's not really alive.
I
It's
mean,
a fey creature still,
a
and you just
fae.
fucking pushed a giant elk off to drown.
wait,
in
does
the
he need to
ocean?
do a strength
We're
check
just gonna
at least?
hear it drown now.
Not alive, Saren. Calm down. Oh my god. This is the worst thing I've killed, really.
Still
This is
healing
the worst we've
Yeah,
killed.
this is-
We're literally hearing. "Whoa."
It's a fake elk, okay? And it's a huge elk at once.
Caesar Shannon's like, Will.
As a quick correction,
Will, it's like you killed a loot bug.
as a quick correction, it is not a fey creature. It
Oh,
is.
it's not?
It is just conjured.
Why not? You should
Vanishes
kill
at the next dawn, or when it's reduced to
It's
0
just-
hit points.
He's just swimming, just like, Father, help!
But I mean, it starts to act like a normal animal. It's not just sitting there. The moment he stops his connection with it, it starts to paddle to shore.
But it's
Okay.
an elk. It can barely swim in a lake. It would drown immediately. Oh, Will.
And eventually you stop hearing it.
Oh,
And sail on.
no more dexterity for you.
That's amazing.
Why are
Holy
you
shit.
booing me? I
No,
made
I'm-
it.
No, you're
It's
gaining
not
you're gaining
now.
enhanceability from me. All right, that's all I'm saying. You're gaining support from your boy, the Bard.
You ain't getting shit from me. You should feel bad.
Oh,
I killed one imaginary thing. Everyone hates you. What the
Ooh, yeah.
Protector of the Fey Forest. No one cares.
Yeah!
Yeah.
That was
Woo!
great, dude. She had great fucking aim on that. She
This
was
is-
watching, and I'm just like, yes. Yes, do it. And I watched her go, pew.
Will, why are you booing me? I'm right.
I'm right.
You cross into the Penumbra range, though, taking the leap from the already rough and scarred lands of Xhorhas and crossing over into the significantly more tumultuous Light Shore. For those of you that are, presumably you're all awake now, and Savari back at helm, the waves become just
God.
that much harsher, that much more unnatural in how aggressive they try to slam against the vessel. The Penumbra Range itself takes on a very similar, if you remember all the way back to the Sirios Mountains that bordered the Menagerie Coast. That similar wickedness to the way they're formed and the few trees that you can see along them. I need someone to roll a d20.
I will do it.
Will. Nope, Viking got it.
Go ahead, Mike.
You better roll well, Bard.
I promise you, I will roll a 1 for your name.
Only
13.
roll one if it's a good.
It's a lucky number. Lucky number.
Yeah. Yeah, it is actually.
Yeah.
It's a lucky number.
What? For
We're
death?
getting fucked.
13 is a lucky number. What are you talking about?
That's right. Highway to hell. Highway to sail.
As you sail forward into relatively untreaded area, not many opting take this route, either so close to the shore or no, just generally not many vessels. Walking paths, most would opt it. sailing vessels go even further out. You're one of the few people that trek this area, WildeMount. As you enter in, Savari, sailing
Yes.
ahead, you note the area around you begins to be enveloped in a very light fog pushing ahead.
Okay. Alright, so. Fog. Saren. Oh, he's not there. Fuck. Well, I was gonna ask Saren if he could, like, just keep an extra vigil lookout, but he's not here.
I think he has a headset on, though, but he's just muted in Discord, so.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I would ask Saren, just keep an eye, just keep
Oh,
a.
look, he didn't have his headset on. Now he does, though.
Saren, we're getting into a bit of a fog bank. Could you just
Use your
keep an
special
extra
eyes.
vigil lookout with your god vision?
Use your special eyes.
I will
then.
keep a lookout with my god vision.
Thank you. Anavir, I need you to man the sails.
Aye, aye!
Delegating. Oh, whoa, Reinhardt, you want to steer?
Sure.
Perfect.
Why is he
We can
steering?
sit down beside him, just delegating tasks at this point.
Why is he
I
steering?
can't- It's what we do. I delegate tasks. You think I steer my own boat all the time?
Yeah, why can't I steer? I was the one that.
Because you have the strength for the sails.
They don't need to use strength.
She wants a strapping
Chris,
young lad who has a lot of
honest.
muscle.
When you're
to pull her
reefing the
sails.
sails, do you
Yeah.
need strength?
100% do.
So as a quick note, Saren.
Yeah.
You step forward to keep an eye out on things, looking ahead. It's a strange haze that envelops this area. Doesn't quite feel normal though.
Magical.
Just the way it hangs over the area, the way this area appears in the brief areas that you see, and you can almost swear that the fog is in a very slight tinge of purples and pinks hovering around the bottom near the ocean. And in a moment, you feel a different sensation build in you. Hard to explain, you've never felt it before. A certain weightlessness in the chest, cold along your skin. Your mind immediately kicks into overdrive of different flurry of sensations hitting you. And as all this is happening, you notice the boat moving underneath you, but you are stationary in your position.
Do we all see this, or is this just what he's perceiving?
What does Saren do first?
If I'm moving,
You are stationary. Like the boat is moving underneath you, and it is like just.
I'll
is the
reach
point where
down
it looks
and
like
grab
you're-
the side of the boat.
As you kind of reach over, it slips between the fingers.
I immediately stop moving.
You are already stopped moving. The boat is like about to leave under your feet and just keep going, almost as if like you're on creative mode and the vehicle is just going on.
Yeah. But here's the thing: no one else notices this happens?
I was
Well,
gonna
this
say.
just right now, this is happening to you. This is before anyone else.
And I can't grab the boat.
Can't. You reach over and miss it.
What's the light level right now?
It's a very light fog, so it's not really dim light though.
Okay. I will.
No, he's will.
I hate that joke so much.
I know. Anthony uses it all the time.
I mean, if I thought I was not going to be able to reach it with my hand, I'd take out my war pick and use it to put it to grab the side of the boat and pull myself to the boat. and then grab the side of the boat.
Kind of do. It does. The war pick itself also
Through the
misses you
boat?
through the boat.
It goes
And there's-
through the boat, not like so. It.
Through. Same thing when you grasp for the railing. Your finger
I understood now.
flip
I thought you
through.
said it went right past my hand. I thought it was like this.
No, it
And I
is
went,
like you
"Eh."
grasped for it and it's just
And
like
I went,
slipped
"Cool."
through. Yeah.
Okay.
Like a ghost.
Then I will burn my Twilight Sanctuary and uncharm myself.
You're not charmed.
I'm not charmed. Okay.
But at
nice
this
play.
point, though, the boat kind of moves out from under you, and suddenly you're just like, there's a brief moment where you're just standing there. The boat has left, you were standing there. And then that cold sensation ends, just seconds after it began, and you just fall and splash and hit the water.
Do any of us
I'm
see
assuming-
this
For
happening?
everyone else, Saren was there, and then just took on almost a ghostly appearance before disappearing entirely.
Oh.
And you just
Oh.
kept going, and then just a few seconds later, a splash.
If I'm under the water, is it considered? Actually, I can't hit the water, Chris.
Oh, so yeah, you just
Ow!
onto the water.
Then I
So
can start.
The boat is going
Stop the boat.
3 miles per hour.
I
so-
will walk
So we noticed
at
Saren,
the
right?
natural human pace of 5 miles an hour.
So we noticed
I
Saren's
will-
off though.
Yeah.
Saren, not swim time.
Get your
Nice.
ass back
Yeah,
on the
swim.
boat.
Right
I'm
now.
like, all right, hey, go get him. As the carpet starts
no,
floating down
I'm,
to him.
I'm just walking on the water.
You have to get back up still. Get on the
It's
carpet.
not that big of a fucking boat. I walk faster than we're
Get on the
going.
guys.
fucking carpet
Get
so
on
you
the
can
guys
get
carpet.
on.
same
Same
speed. While you guys debate, Savari
Yes.
just disappears from your view as well, and Savari, while you're sitting at the back of the helm, just and within a second the boat has already left. You're just sitting there where you were kind of holding it, just hand there, sitting kind of in a posture where you were, but the vessel is now just like, it's like lag. You are sitting back there, but the vessel is a foot ahead of you and keeps lurching forward and moving. What do you do?
Yeah, no, I'm totally not like. Savari has no idea how to process this.
Yeah.
She's just like, the
When
fuck?
Chris, when
Yeah.
Safari, so hold on. Actually, let me really quickly roll a bunch of d6 for.
Oh, are you
Is-
doing your...
I did it. I said I did it.
Yeah.
Everyone has 17 temp HP.
Oh,
I'm gonna get my usage out of it. The second I would see Savari disappear, I would do see invisibility and see if I can see them.
You do. As they appear in the ethereal plane when you
I-
peer into it.
Call out to everyone
mean-
on the boat.
Just to point, Savari was
slow
pretty
the
much
boat.
relaxing with a paw on the
Yeah.
tiller.
No, I see. I fully see you.
So
And I
she's
will
like
walk
in full like.
under to.
yeah,
I will
easy
walk
sail.
right next to Savari, and basically be right behind her, just waiting.
A few seconds pass. I mean, you're like kind of catching up to the vessel when this happens. You see Savari there, so you kind of rush up, and in a few seconds, Savari also materializes, and you
Ugh.
have to catch them.
Oh, what the hell? Oh,
Here's the
hi,
bar.
Taryn. What's going on? Why am I
What do you
here?
You got two options. Shut up, let me walk you to the boat, or throw you in the one and you can swim.
Uh-huh.
Yep,
Start
got it. Cool.
walking.
I start walking to the boat because the boat's going hopefully 1 mile an hour now because we're slowing.
There's no one at the tiller, so it's probably starting to weather helm over.
Well,
Does
I,
anyone
will,
quickly grab the ship's
I called out.
team? Savari. And no one. Does anyone grab?
What was
Andrew
it?
jumped right on it. He's not there, but Nathan's making the decision for him.
So sorry. You
Yeah,
said
there
what
we
again?
go.
You did what?
Grabs the ship's.
He immediately
Sorry, I
went
was
and
using
grabbed and started to slow it However, we
Also,
were
I
taught how
attune.
by.
Seeing all this, I immediately attune to my bagpipes so that I can fly the fuck out. Or
That takes an
levitate.
hour.
Takes a short rest.
Well, we don't know how long this will be.
Nathan, what was the temp HP again?
17 for everyone.
You stop the vessel, and as you kind of approach again, you quickly get back aboard the vessel before Saren. Again, you feel that sensation again, that cold along the skin, and for everyone else, as Saren disappears again.
I look. What the fuck?
Hopefully, having gotten Savari to the boat, it's onto it.
I hate water. I hate it.
Just clinging to the side of the boat. Oh my
I
god.
see. Do I know
cold.
anything, Chris, of the ethereal plane?
We know
roll a
somebody
check.
who probably does, but he's not here right now.
I'll roll an intelligence check.
Yes, roll intelligence.
Is it intelligence, religion, or history?
I would let you do history if you have proficiency in it.
History, I'm not proficient in. I don't even think I'm proficient in. I'm proficient in
You have
religion.
Arcana.
I have religion, not Arcana.
I
can
don't
help
think
out.
religion would apply.
Okay. I don't. I would say it might have if my religion had something to do with the ethereal plane, but the Moonweaver doesn't have anything. So okay, straight intelligence check.
You can. Someone else can roll as well if they want to do their own check.
Oh, God.
I was kind
I
of
could
curious.
have
what was
rolled
going on
anything
here.
else, but I roll a fucking 2.
I
have
was
no idea what's happening. I have
And
no
you're
information
also-
about the ethereal plane.
Intelligence or
Yes,
what's
intelligent
the?
Arcana if you want.
Ooh, Arcana
Does he
then.
know about the ethereal plane, or is he kind of trying to figure out what's happening?
Trying to figure out what's happening.
Okay, because
Like, what's going on?
Oh, I'm the only one who would know that I see you in the
So
ethereal
his DC
plane.
is higher. His DC is higher
Yeah.
because he doesn't know it's the ethereal plane yet.
Chris, I'm gonna try and move. I guess, like, I'm gonna try and walk forward.
That's a
I'm
19.
gonna. Ooh.
There is. You can move forward, but not with your legs. You feel just kind of a push forward, like your will pushing, or will force.
It's based on intelligence, correct? Or is the ethereal?
No, not this. This is just. It's not movement. It's just you do have your normal amount of movement.
Okay.
Just kind of like pushing yourself mentally forward.
I will push myself mentally forward and try and get above the boat.
Okay,
And then
above
wait.
it or
Well, like, I mean above
On
it.
deck?
on it.
Yeah, on it, because I'm technically not on it. I'm above it because I'm ethereal.
You do that, and you do, and a few seconds pass, and eventually you materialize back onto it. For you, Anvir, watching this, you.
And this is Arcana, just so you know. I don't know if that makes a
Yeah.
big difference, but
You would know that this, the ethereal plane and the prime material border each other in the grand scheme of things. And it's not unheard of to slip between them for high-level bards. Those that are aware are able to switch when they want, and this is very similar to that nature of people, but it doesn't seem to be something someone can control. As you kind of all take a few moments, it does spread. Other people begin to feel this sensation hit them, and it's almost like, again, people are just phasing in, phasing out. As the vessel is stopped here, though, you are not moving, but thankfully no one seems to be left behind as the vehicle is moving out from under.
Tell everyone it seems that you can still move in this sense, but you must will yourself. So I feel it's best if we just continue moving forward. And
so we just happen to
if
find
anyone
ourselves.
disappears, I will make sure to hop off the boat and just walk next to it so that I can help you out if you are unable to move.
Okay, so if that happens again, we just start walking with the boat
just
as we can.
Think of walking.
Okay.
Like, feel your ability to walk, you're not actually walking.
I go back and take the
And you
ore again.
disappear from the etherealness. So you kind of you feel it, a cold sensation along the skin. Glancing around, it is like the faint haze is still there, but it doesn't quite feel real. If you lean back, forward, or move your body in any way where the ship once was, it just freely goes and passes by. And then after 6 seconds, back in place.
Huh.
I pull out the crossbow, and I notch a bolt, and I shoot the bolt at the floor, attached to the rip tether, and I reattach the crossbow to my person.
Okay. So you have like a rope connecting you both?
Pretty much see if that changes anything, and I go back to the steering oar.
I'll pull out my rip tether, which I always forget about, and attach it
For
to
reference,
the boat.
You all plan to just move forward?
Yeah.
Try to, very slowly at this point.
Yeah.
The rip tethers won't help. Those that are attached to you are fine, but the ones that are attached to, when they reach the boat, phase. And the whole thing just goes slack.
No. If I can do it before I phase, I want to see what happens.
Pretty much anything that's connected to you is fine, but when you try to wrap it and connect it to a physical object, when you do phase in or phase out, it just goes slack and disconnects.
Got it.
So tying myself to the boat wouldn't work.
Wouldn't work. You're like involuntarily being moved out of the prime material.
We have to keep moving with the boat.
You start clipping basically.
Or a Munich triangle weird phenomenon.
Alright, so whenever this happens, just stay alert, guys. Let's keep moving then.
Let's not have anyone get left behind.
It's very disorienting communicating to each other because you have to keep looking to each other, and sometimes you have to repeat things as you kind of look over and it's like, you got that Anvir? And Anvir's just not there. And you have to wait a few seconds for him to reappear.
Splash. Oh, yeah. I heard that.
It is, though, equivalent to a march at that point, in the fact that you are moving with the vessel at random points throughout the minute, and constantly on alert. For the next 8 hours.
Oh my god. I just get dried up, teleport. Fuck! Every time! It's too freezing out here!
But you do, after those 8 hours, pass the bank. But you are all thoroughly exhausted with 16 more hours in the day.
Oh my god.
Your options are either to start the long rest now, essentially as you are approaching midday, because you've essentially been on march this whole time.
Wow.
Or you can push yourselves.
I wouldn't really risk.
Are we out of this fog bank
You do
thing?
leave the fog behind.
Oh, okay, so I
say
think
a
our
lot.
best bet is to drop anchor and get rest.
Yeah.
Alright.
I agree.
Totally willing to push on while you guys rested, but...
Same here, but...
Mm-hmm.
If it's any consolation in terms of privacy, this is like one of the most remote places in WildeMount one could wish for.
We are a cork on the ocean.
When you take this long rest, just know that you'll wake up essentially as the sun has set, and you just go from there.
That's fine.
Sounds good.
Alright. And you are all free to take your long rest out of necessity from the fog. Sleeping close to it, but not in the haze, you can see as it does shift to night, there is a more distinct purple hue that hovers around it, and you can very faintly see shapes within the fog.
Is the fog chasing us essentially?
No, you just see like images within it.
Okay.
It's
Are they?
anchored right now.
That's
Are we able to
interesting.
pick anything as far as the shapes or?
Yeah. Is there like?
Perception check.
I was about to say,
Got
is
it.
there specific images that I would
Roll
know?
a perception check.
Yeah.
If anyone wants to, you can roll it.
That's a 6.
I will.
A 6?
17.
Not much.
Guidance.
17.
Yeah.
33.
So I saw the number. I was like,
Plus 14, by the way, to
And
my
weird.
perception rolls.
It's like a mixed bag. You occasionally see what might look like a person, like the silhouette of one. It kind of ready yourself before it just fades. You see images flashing by of objects and things, and it's almost mesmerizing in the way that everything you see, you're never sure what's actually going to appear next. There's no pattern, there is no rhyme or reason to what you see. It is there, and it either moves away, it fades, it mixes with another and creates something new. It's you have to kind of tear yourself away to look from looking. For you, Saren, and with your you're more acclimated to the ethereal plane, in just you peer into it frequently, with your see invisibility. You're seeing like the echoes of either anything that peers and pokes into the ethereal plane. So, let me quickly double check something. Yeah, you just see like the same thing echoes. You're trying to rationale it, but it is just a trippy, mind-bending place. This etherealness. So nothing too much to decipher from it, other than it doesn't make sense. Fitting with the
But the
theme.
fact that it consistently doesn't make sense is
Yes.
good enough for me.
Regardless. You all wake. The ship bobbing in the waves here. Night has settled. And you can begin your trip again.
Alright. Hope that doesn't happen again.
Venturing onward into the night, can someone besides Anavir roll a d20?
I will.
hell yeah.
10.
Alright.
50-50.
Your ship continues on for next few miles. 1 hour passes into 2, passes into 4, eventually passing into 8. You have a pretty easy night's trip. You eventually pass the kind of southernmost portion. You begin the push forward towards Rothold itself. Now, no one's been there, so actually knowing what you do when you're at Rothold, if there is docks, if it's inland, where it is, that's up to you when you see it. Based off the ship's current speed, though, you think it's gonna take about a day and a half more, so kind of already in. So you're thinking about midday the following day you'll get there. So 1 more full day of travel, because you're kind of like at midnight right now, and then the half day. Regardless, as you pass by this point and begin following the coast, the air changes ever so slightly again, there's a faint smell of something burnt. And glancing around and into the darkness, you see towards the penumbra range itself glowing embers, the crackling of fire. Those you with at least 100 feet of dark vision can see the outlines and shapes of trees on fire. A heavy amount of ash that has settled in the area. Enough so that the air is starting to fill with it. Smoke has been rising from this area for a time that you can't be even sure. It's as if someone just left like a fire going and the fire just never stopped.
So the Simpsons tire fire, basically.
I wouldn't know, but maybe. But there's ash and smoke.
The oil fire in the Russian pit.
Maybe. But
There's a
ash and
giant
smoke, yeah.
Yeah, there's a giant pit in Russia that's still burning to this day. It's been burning for 40 years.
My God.
Well, Centralia is still burning.
Mm-hmm.
As you move, though, you're all pushing through here. Breaths soon begin to invoke coughing from the smoke and the ash in the air. The vessel itself pushing onward, you can see embers catch onto it and very lightly streak ash and burn into it. Wooden boat.
Oh, it is? Ooh.
Is it?
A magic wooden boat.
Magic wooden boat, though.
It's not. Is it magic or is it mechanical?
The folding boat's a magical item.
Okay, so it can't be damaged. Good.
That's why I was like, yeah, ram it through the freaking reef. We don't care.
Regardless, the kind of swelling of ash in the eyes for those that don't have any type of eye protection, coughing from the inhalation of smoke, and just the overall overbearing heat that just being near this area evokes is beginning to be draining on you.
I'm gonna take my. I'm part of Savari's normal ensemble. Is that he has a scarf? I'm just gonna take the scarf and across the face.
I'm gonna take my magic scarf and put it above my face.
You need your magic.
What are you gonna do now, Chris?
I put my magical helm on.
Many
Well,
Rubo
okay, then.
still might suffer adverse effects to heat.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Start losing layers.
Wish I could
For
do
about
that.
10 minutes, I need everyone to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, I'm so good at those.
It'd be nice
Guidance?
to have.
Can guidance work on saving throws?
Guidance works on everything.
Yeah, sure.
Let me double check that.
They're gonna change that in D&D 1. Guidance only works on like the positive things, and saving things is resistance. That way, resistance is actually like useful.
Yeah, you can do that. I'm reading right now.
Which is stupid as shit, though. And
Yeah, I got a 6.
I will also do guidance.
Savari spontaneously bursts into flames.
18.
We're having
19.
roast cat tonight.
No, please, God, no.
Oh, I guess I don't need that. Holy shit.
I only have
See the
7
cat.
more lives.
7.
Oh my god.
He's a
7.
cat.
What happened to your other lives?
Yeah, what happened to the other one?
Don't ask.
Andrew, what did you get?
Well, with a D4, that's a solid
Definitely don't ask to knock.
22.
22.
Oh. Very long.
Savar, you take 1 point of exhaustion.
Oh.
Oh.
Ow.
Active condition.
Homer Simpson.
1 point of exhaustion.
Ow.
I'm doing it on D&D Beyond just because it works so much better.
Venture through the thicket. It's constant embers rising, ash building. you suppose that you're not even beginning to push through the bulk of this? You've got quite some time to go.
Chris, do I feel like if I mean, if I remember correctly, Lehman's tiny hut does not move on a boat, or would it stay on a boat?
That is a good question. I am kind of curious on that.
Trying to find ideas for it.
During this time, Reinhardt is just staring at the burning forest. Is like,
Something says that it needs to have enough room for it to be cast. I've seen that twice now for Tiny Hut. Does Tiny Hut need to have enough room for it to be cast?
Lehman's tiny hut, a 10-foot radius, immobile dome of force springs into existence around you and remains stationary for the duration.
the movable forest.
Yeah, it's basically a wall of force, just.
I would say that would require room if you have to have force for it to be
But it's
there.
a permeable wall.
It is.
Creatures and objects are
You can
barred
only
from
move
passing
through it when you're casted in it.
Yeah.
So if you're cast on the
say-
outside, intercepting it.
I will say, for the sake of ruling going forward, it can't be cast on a moving vessel.
Okay.
Just because.
No Crawford on it?
I tried finding it, but I couldn't find anything.
Oh. No Crawford?
I'm on it.
To Twitter.
Try and find something if Crawford says. I've seen a lot of people argue though you shouldn't, just because of you could technically cast it on just a carriage and then move the carriage into battle.
But you still aren't protected from underneath, so you could also just light the whole fucking carriage on fire.
I did find a Crawford that says there is a shield underneath it.
There is?
There is. I just found it. He says he had a ruling, and then he put a correction he tweeted later that says it is hemispherical, which means it should have a ceiling or a floor.
Oh, wow. So it's not a dome, it's a semi-spherical.
Yeah, he corrected that, so.
Wow. So that would have changed things.
It would change more than a few counters we've had.
Yes.
Yeah. So to make up for it, it should be allowed on the boat.
To make up for it, we have to roll a 1d6.
You guys would have had a very hard time with the clay golems. Because you got under the dome.
Yeah.
Somebody has to die.
That is a good point.
Somebody has to die.
Alrighty. I'll go across the map right now as Anavir being 1, 2, Saren's 3, Tavari's 4,
What?
Horn's 5, and Harbinger is 6, and I'll roll a 1d6.
Whoa!
First,
Whoa!
make it
Whoa!
equal.
Whoa! 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 Whoa!
That's a 5, Torn. Sorry. Your character's now dead, according to Crawford. Moving on.
That's fucked up.
Hey,
Just kicked the player out.
Before.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
You just
Hope you know
see.
the joke.
You just see Shannon just like, I'm about to kill.
Regardless. Good to know going forward that the dome does have a floor. I keep wanting to say something.
That is good to know.
Hemispherical. Regardless. With that new addition to what we know about Dome, but it can't be cast in this situation though.
Going to put it. I'm yelling at Crawford.
Quickly
It's like a
tweet
three-
at him.
It's like a 3-year-old tweet. This is bullshit.
Okay, so it's getting harder to breathe. It's getting harder to see.
You have the feeling.
Very
so any you
hot.
have spells that might be able to alter temperature, might be able to protect the vessel in a similar way to
Chill
Dome.
touch!
So
It's worth it!
so casting fireball at your feet to warm yourself up.
I mean, your feet will be warm.
And gone.
Okay, so is this making it harder for us to press on, Chris? Is that what I'm hearing?
You have a feeling you'll need to make these rolls for inhalation
Constitution.
of smoke a few more times.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Okay, I found it.
Shit.
Yeah.
I just found him.
Dang, too bad it's not an object.
Yeah.
Do people just tweet at Jeremy E. Crawford?
Probably. I'm
Yeah,
assuming
go
still
for it.
like, hey, what's your ruling on this? ... Does this have a floor? Jeremy Crawford.
Yeah, he'll probably
Dang.
answer it.
Maybe.
We're curious.
The
No.
one time we need a cleric right now
Oh,
to
what?
get rid of all this smoke.
Do I have an ability to do that?
I
Or
don't.
Druid.
A druid would definitely have
Alright.
something of that
Control
nature.
wind.
Yeah,
Let
control
me-
wind.
Ooh, wait. Let me.
Have we taken a long rest, Chris?
Yes,
Since the fires?
Yes.
we're in the fire.
Oh,
Oh no,
why?
no, no, not since the fire, not since the fire. Sorry.
yeah.
We're
So
still in
no,
the
I wouldn't
fire.
be able to.
You're taking a long rest since the ethereal.
Yeah, but not since the.
Ooh,
He
wait.
he can't change his spells.
Wait. So, obviously, this is gonna take an hour, but what would fog cloud be able to do? Because it says here that at least has 10 miles per hour, like winds. I guess I'm toward the fog. Would that help at any point, like maybe pushing back of anything? Because I'm assuming we're gonna be within this vicinity for more than an hour.
You were trying to attune to your
Bagpipes.
bagpipe before. Did you
Yeah.
successfully do that? Also, the ruling for that is a 10 miles per hour disperses it.
Okay.
Put the fog there, but high winds will get rid of it. It
Yeah.
doesn't invoke high
Okay.
winds.
It doesn't
Yeah,
do
no,
it.
you can add just add him.
Yeah, go ahead. I would.
I will.
Damn right.
What a world we live in where you can just harass the creator of D&D rulings for
Hey,
something
hey,
wrong.
he's
And he
the one who.
answers.
He's
he
the fucking one.
answers.
Hold on. I'm gonna look into it though.
Could I levitate the boat?
It wouldn't help.
We're not that strong of a levitation.
I wish.
Your only options, besides pushing through it, would either be to turn around, get out of the smoke, and wait. But you don't know how long you might have to wait.
Wait.
If it's
Stack exchange? What the fuck? I'm sorry, Chris. That was rude. I'm on Stack Exchange, and it has an answer to this question.
You can find
That
so many answers.
for people who don't know, Stack Exchange is a super popular Quora-like area where you can ask questions for programmers.
Yep.
So it's very weird because the
Oh,
question
I've
is,
used that for so much for D&D.
it's super big for programming. Stack Exchange. Tiny hut states remain stationary for the duration. If it is stationary relative to the surface in which it is cast on, as long as the surface is at least 20 inches diameter, does that mean it's possible to be cast on a moving surface, such as a vehicle, boat, carriage, iceberg, etc.?
Hey, look at
That's
that.
a good question.
What'd they say?
What was the answer?
I was like,
Rules. So 3 answers.
3 answers.
This is the advice. There's no specific definition of stationary in the game. Depending on your point of view, nothing is stationary because the planet whips around the cosmos at thousands of miles per hour. That said, I've seen it ruled both ways because there's no hard rule either way. One of the core design tenets of 5th edition is ruling over rules. Some things are deliberately left to the GM's discretion. Advice, this is personal ruling.
So
They said
we'll stop.
no to boat, no to carriage, yes to iceberg.
In this case, I'll say no to the vehicles, because I probably said no to it in the past when it came up to the cart.
I don't know if we've ever done that, but if
We
it
did,
was
I just
brought
forget
up,
what the actual...
But I think the cart was stationary maybe when we have done it.
yeah, and then we would do it beside it,
I'm
really.
definitely.
No, we domed and then brought the cart in.
I thought we brought the cart
Dome does
beside
not have
us.
enough.
Yeah, I was about to say, it does not have that much room.
Or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Who knows?
No one knows. This is such a great spell. It doesn't have any complications whatsoever.
That's right.
So what do you guys
Okay.
want to do? Are we gonna keep
I
going?
say we just press on.
Yeah.
Maybe
Do we
we'll
have
get
it?
out of it.
Are you guys at all able to barricade the cabin and kind of
Barricade the cabin as in, like, keep it...
so that at least the people that aren't necessarily need to be on deck can be somewhat not in harm's way?
Do a
let me check.
rotation or something.
Yeah, so that we have kind of a clean room essentially.
You have a
I
feeling
can try and
closing it would be fine enough, as long as
Yeah.
not enough people are in there and it doesn't get like hot enough.
I can prestidigitation, which it's not instantaneous.
Well, I
but
was about to say...
I can do it 3 times for this one spell. That lasts an hour. 3 cubic feet of non-living material I can chill, warm, or flavor 3 cubic feet for an hour.
Yeah.
So I could basically we could all huddle around a 3-foot block of chilled material inside there. As well as I can just constantly try to So okay, here's the thing about it. Spell, I'm allowed to create an odd odor, as well as clean or soil objects. But this isn't smoke. Isn't really an object.
You
mean,
wouldn't be able to.
Smoke is
With the
ash.
odd odoring, then can I can't just be like that one ash though. I'd have to combine all the ash to a cubic foot to clean it. How about the odor?
We could
then?
go under the boat, guys, and just take turns coming up.
That's what we're trying to do, but I'm assuming that it's filled with. Smoke.
Well, the bottom of actually, that's a good question. Yeah, Chris, is the bottom of the boat all smoky too, or no?
No, it's fine in the bottom portion of the boat.
So we just need to have one person be able to breathe.
If you guys want, I can stay up here and man.
Chris,
Yes.
could I have my celestial pilot the boat?
Yeah. You want to invoke your celestial?
Or how
What
about that
would-
thing that you do that makes you so boring to talk to?
Yeah, that one.
I don't know.
yeah.
Every now and then you become really boring to talk to.
Yeah,
The one that
Of
we
course.
can't talk to.
that ability of mine.
He'll never show us ever again.
Would you like to go into more detail?
I don't know. You just seem like every now and
About
then you go into like
How
a,
boring I am?
Everyone, can you roll a Constitution saving throw?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, every now and then you'll be falling with us, and then it's just as if we're talking to like this
Guidance.
To a wall.
robot.
14, Chris.
Ooh.
14, you pass.
14 as well. I
Yay!
passed.
14, no, you fail.
15! Thank you, guidance!
You
Really?
do. Yeah,
I
you
got-
fail.
Oh my god!
It's individual score.
But a 15
Individual
pass.
saves.
Because when you succeed once, the DC gets higher until you fail and it goes back down.
Oh.
Oh, I was like, what the shit?
Oh,
So if you,
okay,
if you
that
pass
makes. I
4
was like, what?
times,
Good thing I
DC's
failed.
higher,
Oh,
and then it goes back down.
Makes sense then.
Okay,
Until you
that
get
makes more
plenty of
sense.
costumes.
I was like, what the fuck?
I thought he just
Okay.
hated me.
Yeah, I also got a 14.
So
Ah,
a
you
15
failed.
failed.
14
15.
failed.
15 passed.
Okay.
My
14
14 failed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
he looked at
no,
it, he's
that
like,
makes
ha,
sense.
finally.
Okay.
He failed.
Okay, I got very confused.
All right.
Um,
What did you
initiative.
get?
I failed. I got a 10.
Okay, yeah, you failed.
Yeah.
Saren, 15, you passed. Torin,
So what was it again?
Con save.
con
Yeah,
save.
it's a con
Oh.
save.
I mean,
I
I
like-
could only also
I went to go grab some chips, so
Reinhardt. I think I
That's a
understand
good
what you
con.
mean now.
natural
That's
20 for
incorp-
22.
Oh my god.
Woo! Good job. That's
My one natural 20
incorporeal.
for the week.
Yep.
I can't touch anything in that state. I'm incorporeal.
Sure, I
Can you
don't know
imagine?
what that is, but
Means
every now and
I'm,
then it's.
I'm not a real thing. I'm an image.
I was about to say, is like, can you imagine like Saren like has to wants to really jump in the water for
Because
cool?
Chris, my
but
celestial
can't.
would just need to like steer.
Well, then you just pull
It's
the
not
ring
like-
off.
Yeah, your celestial will
He walks on water. He can't get in the water.
relatively fine.
That's what makes it funny.
Actually, wait. How long does my celestial even last? An hour.
Let me in the water.
I could only cast my celestial for 3 hours.
Oh, it has shifts.
Um,
It's like part-time,
I think-
part-time. That's a good beer.
Sweet.
This is actually a good beer.
Too sweet.
I could.
No, I wanna
mean,
finish it.
I might have a spell later on.
I've just. Sweet beer is new to me.
Blindness and deafness.
I'm okay. Am I making worse?
Out of the water?
What's the plan? You guys are still you're still sailing through this.
I sit
Yeah,
down
so-
at the oar, and I say I'll stay up and carry on for now.
Alright.
Alright.
Everyone else go below deck?
Yep, retreating below
Yes.
deck.
Alright.
I make sure I have
Well,
my helm on though to help
Graham,
a little bit.
it barely helps. Like, while you are inhaling, it is just wretched to be in this metal armor during this heat.
Hmm.
That said, you do have 1 point of exhaustion. Keep that in
I do.
mind.
So do
Roll
I.
another, as you all head in, roll for me another Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy.
Everyone or just Reinhardt?
Just
Everyone.
Reinhardt, only
Oh.
one. Nope.
I gotta
Just
pick my
Reinhardt.
die. I want to
'Cause
roll right now.
you went under the
Yeah,
in the
we
deck,
Right.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
In the deck.
It's going to be a 16.
Pass.
Yay! Tells him you failed. What?
Chris, does this do a type of damage to us?
No, it's
Would you
just
say?
exhaustion.
Hmm.
Okay.
There's a condition. You do, as you continue sailing through the ash thicket, eventually you do note as the ash begins to stop, the smoke inhalation soon fades, and you can kind of glance behind and see as you start passing it.
Well,
No, yeah, okay.
we're getting through the thick of it. Starting to light up a little bit. I'll let you know when the air becomes.
Chris, while we're on the
Totally.
boat, though, I will cast. I will ritually cast. Hold on, do I have it? Do I not have it prepared? Second. Keep on going. Don't. No, I haven't. I will cast commune. Sorry, I wanted to make sure I actually have commune
Okay.
before I.
One more con
Say.
saving throw.
Got it.
Jesus Christ. You're probably looking for a 20.
That is going to be a 22.
Another pass.
Nice job.
All right.
This is with a
And your
plus 4
commune.
save, by the way.
My commune, I will ask 3 questions, obviously, but I was just saying. My first question being, here, you know what? Just we'll continue on for right now, and I'll come back to you with 3 questions. I realized as I started talking, my brain went, oh, Chris, I did want to ask. When Reinhardt told us that, I would have popped up really quickly, held my breath to look. Do I see about how far I could assume if we went at full pace, full tilt, it would be until we get out of the fog.
You're getting close. You're passing.
Like
the
what?
Behind.
2 hours? Hour?
For the sake of it, this was the last save.
Oh, that was the last save,
That
so
was the
no more
last
save?
Yes.
Okay, got it.
You are leaving.
Okay. Okay, also, really quickly, guys, let me know if this question works so I can tweet them. How does Lehman's tiny hut interact with moving surfaces? Say my party is on a moving iceberg or a moving boat that is large enough for the spell. Does the dome move with the object, or does it stay stationary in that point in space relative to the planet?
Sounds great.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Cool, thank you.
As you pass by the thicket, you are safe to proceed with normal sailing again. Everyone can come out from the deck. Reinhardt's armor now has a very suitable layer of ash all across it.
Nice.
Just before I mean, I'm probably gonna I'm gonna just start booting ash and sweeping ash off the deck.
Decent amount that has to be done as well.
Here, you take this. We'll swap.
Okay.
You take the helm. I'll clean.
Go back to my
As progress
relaxed captain pose.
for several more hours.
Oh, Chris, I have my questions
Go
really
ahead.
quickly, because I'm assuming you're probably going to end it.
Getting close.
My first question will be about the, I'm forgetting her name at the moment, but the person at my church. Is that person whose name's escaping me? Rala. Is Rala someone of good character and a believer of the and a someone I should be able to put my trust in?
The light brightens up, and you do have an affirmative answer.
Rala Silverhand.
I'm going to ask a very. You guys are going to be really interested with the answer to this one, Chris. I don't know if the Moonweaver will be able to get this answer, but this will be an interesting answer. Does Racina hold any feelings of the romantic nature towards myself?
Wow, look at this. Look at this guy trying to
I'm
get
going to ask this question.
this.
My character has his own plans for what he wants to do and what he wants to do before he hangs up the.
This man's trying to
cloak.
cheat through Bard,
I'm not
school
cheating.
by asking the guy.
I asked a very open, broad question.
It's gonna get you asked an open and broad. Well,
I asked an open and broad question of
romantic.
does she have any romantic? So it could be a tiny bit. It could be like a little, and that's it. Or it could be like if it wasn't for her position, it'd be open. It's an open question.
You mean Racina or Lucy?
Oh, you're right, Lucy. I'm so sorry. No.
I was so lost with that question.
I'm
I was
sorry,
He's
guys.
so
I'm
right.
sorry.
I'm like,
My
what?
brain went on autopilot because we've been talking about Racina with Will.
I was just like, is he just trying to poke at me right now, or is it? I'm
There's
just
the
like, I want
character
to.
that Shannon's gonna take over. Have the hots for me.
I don't really care. I was like, I want to see where this goes. I'm just like,
I'm so sorry.
yeah, actually, let's see where this goes. This kind of answers my
yeah.
question too.
Yeah, let's see where this goes.
It's gonna be a yes or a no. Like a hard
Shannon
no.
in the background. What are we talking about?
I didn't want to be the one to bring that up because I didn't want to hear the answer.
No,
to it, but I
thank
was
you.
just like,
My brain didn't even. I went on autopilot. That's my bad. Sorry
Confirmation,
about that.
Lucy. It's Lucy.
okay,
Yeah,
I
Lucy.
feel a little better on that. I was like,
Just
oh,
Lucy. I'm sorry. Thank you. Thank you, Will, for letting me know.
That was Robert. Robert said it.
That also
Robert,
changes the
sorry.
roll I have to make.
Yeah, Chris was also like, "What the fuck?" Yeah,
What the
sorry.
fuck?
Forgetting the name of the helper at my church threw me the fuck off.
Our name.
Yeah, I
Rala.
went shit.
Regardless.
Lucy, Stacy.
In terms
Alright.
of just any
Romantic feelings.
lights do brighten up in your relative area. The answer is yes.
Nice.
Okay.
He's gonna get it.
You guys should see
It's like
this.
some weird, stupid party in his head.
Look
at this lame ass-
Dynamite. Napoleon.
And then the final question will be to awaken my vestiges. Is the path? So hold on, wait. Let me read commune real quick before I word this. In case in which a one-word answer could be misleading or contrary to the deity's interests, the GM might offer a short phrase as an answer instead. Okay. May. So, hey. To awaken my vestiges. To awaken your vestiges bestowed on me. Need I search inwards or outwards? And that would more than likely translate to, is it something within myself I must correct? Or is it some experience I must have? And that is the question, whether I get sorry, it's not a yes or no answer, whether I get a worded answer or a phrase. That is my question.
I just know a way to fuck with you if I were doing it. I'd
yeah,
be like, oh yeah, the room lights up.
Oh, 100%. That's 100%
like-
an option.
You're like, wait.
100% it is. And
Yes or no
and as a
to a yes or
believer
no.
of the Moonweaver and knowing how she is and the things that she believes in, that's definitely a thing.
100%.
But I also know
One
the
of those
Moonweaver's
two.
about following your own path and
Harbinger's
doing
like
your own
right next to
thing
me. He's like, hey,
and
you want to see
figuring
me
out
mess
your
with
own life
Saren?
and where you want your life to be.
Life.
Just
And then
light
you are
puts
the
a light
kind of-
over
You are the perpetrator of your own design, of your own
Under
Or you
his
can
door.
desires. And I am asking, is it something internally or externally? And if you need to think about that, Chris, you're good to think about that, and you can just message me the answer later.
Or begin next session.
Yes.
You're welcome to do that. Because I definitely know that is a question that it's just like, oh shit.
Can you check if Ingrid has feelings for me?
You sit in the chamber for a brief while, unsure if you're going to get an answer, if this is the unclear, but as you're sitting there, there's a brief moment where you kind of glance around waiting for a sign. You do note a strong ray of light emerging from the, because presumably you're in the deck cabin, strong ray of light pouring out from outside into the room.
I will step outside.
That is the sign.
Oh, okay. I understood. So it comes from the opening, and I see it peer through the cracks onto the ground. Does it shine onto me personally, or does it just shine onto
into the room? Everything in the room is just the light, specifically piercing in.
Damn. I still interpret that as two different meanings.
Oh, it definitely could be.
Yeah. Because, like...
Step out, glancing around. You pass the thicket, and ahead you see the peninsula. In the very faintest of distance, you can see what appear to be vessels moving and pushing inward towards something on the opposite end. On the peninsula itself, the most you can see is a hilltop, and all throughout the hilltop, just various buildings, ruins, and wrecks that dot it.
Okay, so do we want to follow those ships in, or do we want to keep our distance a bit?
To keep our distance
I think
from anything.
I
should...
think.
Yes, Anavir?
Oh, you guys are actually gonna listen to me? No, you go ahead.
Ah, you interrupted.
No.
Go on.
You're thinking.
Now,
For once.
hear me out.
The
They're
dangerous thing to do.
traitors, right? Just
We don't have
accusation.
anything.
May not be traitors, but might be nice people.
From everything that I have been told, everyone that has mentioned anything about Rothold is to trust no one.
Okay, never mind. We are not gonna visit them. We're gonna keep a nice, safe distance. We're gonna go past them. I'm gonna do a quick message saying "fuck you," and then they'll never know.
I like that idea deeply. We'll leave you on the boat, and we'll just make our way on land to kind of.
Oh, leave me on. No, I'm good. We can go back. We can go on land.
So I'm assuming by this peninsula we're coming up. This is obviously the peninsula of Rothold.
Yes, it's in the far distance. You still have to drift and move into it now, so you do have the rest of the day for that maneuver.
I do believe we should keep a couple miles from the city and walk in.
Well, we can go into shore and then walk in.
Oh, like saddle up
that's
for a few miles away and then
but,
gotcha from a distance.
Or coming towards the end of day. Well, I think we should probably camp outskirts of Rothold.
Yeah.
Before.
I agree.
Since we have magical means of being somewhat safe for.
And after everything we've been through, we might as well take a rest because that is just hellhole.
Yeah.
So are you anchoring here, or are you going to shore?
No, the first place I see that looks like it's good enough to bring the boat into shore, I'm gonna go in and then we'll camp out, and then.
It's quite some distance till then, still.
Oh really?
Yeah, you've got like hours of sailing, and when you do get to that point, you are close to that hill you see that might be Rothold.
Hmm.
So you wouldn't really be that far from there by the time you kind of end the cliffs and the mountains at Penumbra Range.
Okay. Does it look like there's anywhere to bring it in safe?
You can anchor here, but
Let's
not
anchor.
If you want land. This is it.
Let's anchor then.
All right. You all want to take a long rest?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
I'll take a first watch.
You won't need to watch since no one's moving the vessel at this time.
All right.
Okay.
Fair.
So you conclude your your hopefully final day of final night on the vessel, waking up in the morning of this day. You can see vessels still move in and out on the opposite side of that peninsula that you can't see.
Chris, do these vessels look like ships ready for battle, or are they like merchant?
They're far away, so unless Saren Eagle Eyes it, or you got a way of seeing that far.
Do I have a telescope?
Let me check.
What are you talking about? Saren is the telescope.
Advantage with guidance.
He is the tool we need.
Chris, I have a chance.
Yes!
So excited. You look ahead and see, picking out the various details even at this range, you note the vessels are of a variety of different styles. Some prepared for battle, some more so for trade, some hauling in other boats. It seems it is just a collection of whatever ship might want to dock here. There's no set pattern. There is one thing though that you notice that seems to unite all of them, and that appears to be every vessel moving in has the same standard, the same flag on the highest mast, something to signify its approach or its allowed approach.
I inform everyone.
What does that standard look like? Do we recognize it? Does Saren recognize it?
I have an idea.
I know what to do too. We make our own flag.
You
Turns out Saren's colorblind. We get the colors wrong.
Fuck.
We just found out.
No, what's even better is that he gets a good ass roll, but he like specifically looks at other details. Like, what do you see, sir? I see a guy with a unibrow. He really needs to shave that.
There's a cat with a bandana. What? There's a cat on one of the boats on the prow. He's got a bandana. He's
Really
very
cute bandana.
There, sir, we wanted your eyes to see important details, not useless details.
There's 14 copper
It's
nails
important
in
to
the
me.
one board.
It's important to me.
I'm just like that fucking guy in that goddamn glasses commercial on the bus, being a creepy weirdo and reading other people's books.
That's right.
There is no set like insignia like that you would have recognized. But it is a type of like old styled heraldry that you might see in the Empire or maybe Amon, but is clearly has been like modified to be more fitting. It's almost as if it's nothing that might say like bandits or pirates. It's a type of heraldry that's clearly been designed.
Okay.
Is it something that we could copy?
Not from this range.
Even with my eyes?
Yeah, even with your eyes. I mean, you're seeing that it is like each vessel has the same pattern, but that is like.
And this is if we want to go in.
It
Yeah.
seems that no matter the vessel type, all vessels coming into port use the same flag on approach. You can I'll say you can see the ones furthest out don't have that standard, but as they move in throughout the day, they raise it on approach.
Okay. It seems that we.
It's a manner of letting the port authority know that they are allowed entry.
Yeah, so it seems that this is something we'd need to set up if we want to get into port.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't know if we really give two shites about getting into port legally. I mean, it's fucking Rockhold.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we just continue to sail in until we can get a better picture, better lay of the land. Maybe we can find somewhere to go in unnoticed.
I agree with that.
All right.
Reinhardt, Torn, what do you think?
Out of all people, you don't even ask me. I understand. No, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, just
Do
leave
you
it
have
out.
boating knowledge?
No, fuck you.
Shut up.
No, you shut up. You
Bard.
lizard bitch.
Do you have boating knowledge?
Excuse me?
You won't cast fireball. You burn all of us here.
Anavir?
But I would.
He just has to push you in the water and watch you drown.
Hey, remember that elk?
I cast elk. It's like, push this one instead, please. Please.
I cast elk.
No, I'm guarding myself.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we just press on slowly, but sail casually.
You approach at about midday. You arrive at the back of the peninsula. You do get a better sight. So where you approach from, you can actually land onto the peninsula, but the area of to give a better picture, the peninsula itself on the western side is this massive hill dotted with ruins. You can see marked areas for graves, and it's a very limited individuals here. You do see occasionally a person or two, the silhouettes of them, but not as many. But you do see more vessels pulling in on the eastern side of the peninsula.
Were you able to make the boat smaller, maybe, at this point in time, Chris?
No. The boat goes stages. I believe to say any command word will.
You do it 1, and then 2, and then if I issue the
3.
command word again, it collapses back into a box.
Yeah.
We have to jump really fast. Say
Bingo.
it twice.
Is there a beach? Any beaches look good, Chris?
Like a rocky beach on the ruined section. You
I mean,
can
the
pull
boat's
the boat.
indestructible anyways. Did you say we go in there, guys?
I agree.
All right. Pulling up onto the boat, up onto the coast. It is rocking. You just hear the like the hitting and smacking rock till you're eventually wedged in place. And one by one, you dismount from the boat, landing boots in the water on the rocky shores of Rothold. It's overcast. Sorry, go on.
Do the car lock thing goes back into a box.
Little chirp.
Chirp, chirp.
It's
Everyone
heavily
remember where we
overcast
parked.
this day. The weather brutal in term, like the sea is brutal, especially as you approach the peninsula. Heavy overcast, not a ray of sun after the initial morning you had. It is still, but you can hear the commotion of the city on the other side. I'll pull up the map for Rothold now.
This place looks lovely.
I'm guessing we're somewhere like here.
You are somewhere along Cairn Hill.
Okay.
Yeah, like.
I'm gonna say fucking here. It's a nice place.
It looks amazing.
Well, presumably not trying to be spotted by any of those farms. You would have tucked yourselves closer to.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, like here.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
At this point, it's getting late in the day, right?
It's midday at the moment when you approach
Okay.
Rothold.
Okay.
But as you finally dock here.
Okay.
Dock.
The Chainsbringer's Chapel.
Yeah.
My tired drunk ass read that as the Cheeseburger's Chapel. So.
Nice.
Yeah. All right.
The shady city of Rothold. And as you think about where to go in here to find answers where Sage is and to uncover what's here, that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. So we're all heading to the Cheeseburger Chapel.
That's right.
I hear they have 2-for-1s.
Do you?
Wait, really?
Really?
2-for-1 cheeseburgers? I'm down.
Or it's like is either like 2-for-1 or it's like $1.99 sliders or some shit like that.
If you're paying $1.99 for sliders, you're not getting good sliders.
Yeah. Cheap ass.
Not even White Castle's doing that.
Yeah. That's saying something.
Wait, where are we?
We're on
in
the
Rothold.
outskirts of Rothold.
We're
I know, but I mean, like,
around
which-
here.
We're on the
Oh,
left
okay, got
side
it.
next
I was
to...
like, I'm like, wait, which part of this are we on?
We're like- We're like somewhere between here and there
okay.
You know.
in that
Everywhere
area.
else.
Sick.
Okay, well,
City of Thieves.
City of Thieves. It's like
This
Mos
is
Eisley's
Harbinger's area, or
But-
Safaris.
with elves.
Pretty much. We don't know if there's actual elves, but like,
Yeah,
can only assume.
we're guessing.
Oh, fuck, elves are everywhere.
I saw the Changebringer, and I was like, Changeling, and I was like, that's not right.
Changebringer refers to, and you would know more about the Changebringer. It's one of the prime deities that you hear about quite often on the Menagerie
right.
Coast.
That's right.
Can I do a religion check?
Yes, you can.
I shall. Guidance.
Changebringer.
Oh,
Does sound familiar.
29. I got a really good roll.
29. Double check something.
You know, my father would always go to the city, check on family relatives over here.
Really?
We would always go fishing.
Your father would go to Rothold?
I don't really remember all that well, but you know, I feel like he would. Backstory.
Oh shit, Hanover.
Backstory of my father. Help me out.
He's dead. It doesn't matter.
Fuck, we're not. We don't know if he's dead.
He's dead, like your uncle.
I haven't seen. We haven't seen the body. And I haven't seen my uncle's body.
Oh, believe me.
You're dead. Shut up.
Savari's not dead. Wolfgang's dead.
Wolfgang's dead.
Talking about-
Savari has no idea what the fuck happened here.
No. All I heard about this Wolfgang guy, he killed some uncle. Fired a crossbow.
Not even
I
that.
don't
We
know.
don't even know. We haven't even heard of it yet.
So,
Shit.
you would know a fair amount about Avandra, the Changebringer. The Menagerie Coast has a very strong worship of her, mainly associated as the goddess of freedom, trade, travel, adventure, and luck. In Ankarel, very heavily associated with luck, whereas more travel and trade along the Menagerie Coast. The Moonweavers are very familiar with them because they share not just in the travel, trade, and freedom aspects, but also you both have heavy symbolism within the moon.
They're like our sister religion.
When I had a choice of which deity I followed, it was either the Changebringer or the Moonweaver. So
yeah, we see them as I'll say we.
Yeah, we.
I don't know if I'm wrong,
Moonweaver.
Chris, but I say we as in I was about to say something of Moonweaver followers, but let me know, Chris, if I'm wrong. I see them much more as like related friends kind of thing, where it's like it's more like Christianity and Judaism, where we're like, yeah, no, like we can agree, like we're like on the same path. We have a little bit of difference here and there, but we're good. And then we have like the like super strict ones, and we're like Christianity and
Catholicism. Let's just be
Yeah.
reasonable about it. It's Christianity and Catholicism.
Yeah.
I mean, those kind of work the way,
yeah, but I see them much more as like a sister religion, where we very much are like we understand each other, we're about each other, but we each have a just a different one we ask for help along the way.
said though. Call it there. You finally enter City of Rahul. I'm called the City of Thieves.
Now the City of Thieves.
Shady, independent city
More like Sea of Thieves.
that settles in the unclaimed, dangerous territory of Blightshore. This is the furthest settlement you could get within WildeMount that isn't the far north.
But on that note, just a reminder for my dear fellows that are watching, check out the description below for Swift Lifestyles. We got 30% off on X Evil X. Use that promo. You will get 30% off all of your purchases, and you get some nice gamer juice powder stuff. So get on to that. That is some good stuff. But yeah, also if you're new, if you enjoy this story content, do leave a follow. We do stream every Wednesday, or at least we try. And yeah, it's good times. But on that note, hope you guys have a good one, and we'll see you guys next time.
Next time on
That
Wild
I'm also
Mount.
going to head out.
All right,
Hey,
thank you,
Chris.
Chris.
All had
Thank you, Chris.
fun.
I'll think some more about different things for my weapon, as well as I'm gonna have quite a few more
Okay.
commune questions in the next couple days.